Hello and welcome to the Free Cheese episode 239. I'm your Joe Dix, joined by Ben Barris. Happy birthday.
Thanks.
Marc Augustiniak.
Hey.
Matt Zellner.
Hello.
The Free Cheese is a weekly video game podcast about video games brought to you once a week by thefreecheese.com.
Wait, when's your birthday?
March 12th.
Oh, shit.
So I just want to forget about it, because once after 25, I'm warning you, Matt, after 25, nothing good happens.
All right, well, I'm
age.
26, so.
Sorry, no, yeah, I thought I said, okay, yeah, 26. Your life just, your body hates you every single waking day. You don't even try working out.
Yeah, the body
doesn't work.
The body starts to shut down. I'm not looking forward to.
Like I won't get into detail, but I'm already experiencing health issues, and I'm not even like a week into 28, and it's already kicking in.
I was walking the other day and realized that my knee hurt and had hurt for some time.
Oh yeah, knees that stop working. Doesn't matter.
I don't
take
even
them off.
I'll be 30, and you just kind of forget all that at that point, and it's just whatever.
It's just you just become numb.
Yeah, like it's like each year is a stage of grievance.
Yeah,
like you hate it and you're like freaking out, but then you just accept it.
it just is what it is.
God
I
damn.
don't.
Then you forget about it.
There's good things that happen though.
No.
Like
What?
Like the other night, I ate like half of a lasagna alone.
That is true.
You couldn't do that shit when you were 12. I mean, you could, but like, where were you getting the lasagna from? Like, you were gonna spoil somebody's day if you did that. Someone was gonna be mad at you or upset. I ate, ate a whole lasagna. That's what I did. That's one benefit of
The
being
only
an
benefit
adult.
is moving out. That's it. Like, because I mean, at this age, you kind of you get money. And you couldn't move out at 15.
No.
You know. So in your
Could you?
20s, you get
You
money.
could, but shit probably went
Yeah,
bad.
probably yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I knew a couple people that did move out at like 18, or not even 18,
Yeah.
like 16, 17. It's just like, ugh.
Did they have to move back?
No, well, the thing was, it was my friend's ex-girlfriend. She was basically like, what? I forgot what the legal age is, but once you hit that age,
You
like,
can
her
emancipate.
birthday, her parents gave her like luggage, and it was like, here you go.
Wow, they were counting down the days, huh?
Whew. I mean, I definitely milked living with the parents. I mean, I was there as long as I could, and then I moved
I'm
up
still
to
there.
the Jersey.
There's nothing
Yeah,
wrong with
don't.
I
yeah,
was gonna
don't leave.
stay. The only reason I did is because Katie's parents moved, and it was like, well, might as well.
Yeah. I'm with my brother now, but he also took in my mom, so now it just looks like I live with my mom again.
That was a joke. When I moved back, I was like, no, my mom and my brothers are living with me. I didn't actually live with them. They moved in with me.
No, but like,
Yeah.
my brother actually owns the house, and then she was like living like in some shitty house. Like this person was renting out each floor to a person. It's like, Mom, don't live here.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Gotta share the washer and dryer. It's a mess.
Yeah.
Don't.
Happy birthday.
Thanks. Thanks.
How's everybody else doing? Knees all right?
Body's functioning.
Back hurts.
Back hurts? Yeah, there you
Don't
go.
even get me about back pain, man.
I overcame that somehow. When I stopped smoking cigarettes, no more back pain.
Does
I don't know. I don't know, man.
I'm addicted to morphine now.
There were certain things about my body that just changed over. Like, I had chronic back pain for like 10 years since I was in high school all the way. And then a couple years back, quit smoking cigarettes, back pain. Gone.
See, now, do you think
Really?
weather has a lot to do with this, too? Because people, like, knees and feet get all fucked up from the cold and everything, like,
100%.
tenses up.
100%.
Probably.
So-
I also don't stretch. Aren't you supposed to stretch these days?
Yeah.
Man, fuck stretching, man. Fuck out of here.
It works pretty good for Dalzim. I don't know.
Yeah, see?
Yeah, unless you're trying to be Dal Sim, you don't. No reason.
I don't know. I don't know. It was a hell of a week, huh?
Hell of a... Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
as if some event happened online.
Dude,
I can't remember what happened though.
I fucking called that thing.
You did. I think some of us even doubted
To
you
be
too.
fair, you've been calling it for the last 4 weeks.
Yeah, I know.
That's Joe's
But-
tactic right before the end of each podcast.
Yeah.
Dude, direct this week.
Yo, you close your eyes and start throwing darts. Eventually, you're going to hit the target.
I
Yeah,
guess
that's
so.
True, though.
yeah.
That's true though.
Fucking
Well,
nailed
implying
it.
the target's on that wall.
I mean, one of the walls will become the target I need. Well, it was such a big week, in fact, that we are going to jump right into news and not into now playing like we normally would. So today's episode, we're going to do a little bit of news right now. we'll transition into what we've been playing in the last week. We'll take a break, and then we'll roll into the Nintendo Direct recapitulation. You know that's the full word of recap? I learned that when I was learning how to make music. Yeah.
Why would anybody say the full thing?
That sounds dumb. Recapitulation.
Recapitulation.
Actually, it does sound cool.
Yeah, it's a cool
Let's bring it back. Let's bring it back.
I learned that because of sonatas. Not the Hyundai, but the composition.
It's okay, I got you on that.
I'm going to teach you some music theory now. Ready?
Oh God, here we go.
A sonata is broken up into 3 parts. You have your
Moonlight version
yes,
Daytime.
yes.
and afternoon.
Afternoon.
I forget the beginning part.
Intro.
Exposition, development, recapitulation. That's what it is. You start as a sonata it bounces between 2 keys.
Okay.
So it starts in 1 key, usually minor, and then that's your exposition. That's where you develop you introduce your ideas. The middle part, the development, it changes key. So and it stays with the same key signature, but changes to what are they? God, man,
I'm trying to block out music theory.
I know. It goes to the. I'm like remembering this as I say it. It transitions to its relative major or minor, the opposite of what it is, right? So,
Octave? No.
if the first
I might
part
even
was in
try.
E minor, then the development section is gonna switch to G major,
G, yeah,
right? It's still the same number of sharps and flats, just major instead of minor.
because it goes by thirds, right?
Yep.
So we're kind of taking the sonata formula with this podcast.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And
Well, there's only
then-
one important sonata anyway, and that's Moonlight Sonata. So
Yeah.
that's all I care about.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Raining Blood.
Resident
Oh.
Evil.
That's a what's the nocturne? Is that even a thing?
Nocturne. I don't know.
It is now.
Nocturne.
Should
There's a
we
lot
go
of them.
Tensei?
There's Nocturne. There's that one cool one that's real cool.
Rondo.
No.
Guitar solos.
Blast
I mean,
beats.
yeah.
Yeah,
No,
blast
there's one that's. Oh, I think it's a lament.
Layman?
Yeah.
Layman terms?
In English, please.
I mean, yeah, it's every Castlevania subtitle.
Yeah.
That's basically all you need to know. But
Symphony.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the one.
anyway, the recapitulation, you end up back in your original key, but recapping the ideas that you introduce in your exposition and your development.
Fucking music theory.
Music theory is pretty dope, kind of,
Fucking
sort of.
dumb. I barely got by
I mean, it's all
AP
just a
dude.
theory, so
No.
it's not fact. So
I
Yeah.
fucking love music. Music theory is
You
what-
were really into it.
Yeah.
That's because you a math head, too.
Yeah, girl.
Yeah. I
'Cause
can't count.
Once you got into like the high-end music theory where you weren't actually doing anything with music at all, it was all just fucking matrices and you
Yeah.
were building music out of math grids, dude.
and then eventually you get hybrid theory.
Yes.
One step closer.
I need to go back
the
to
edge.
college.
I'm telling you, man. Well, while you might be one step closer to the edge, Square Enix
That was
is
good.
one step closer to developing high-definition video games.
About time. You know?
Yes. In the wake of Final Fantasy 15, apparently Square now understands how to develop HD games. Specifically, during an interview with developers of 15, this is the director Tabata
Yeah,
and the designer
Yeah.
Terada. Was this in Famitsu? Yeah. So this comes from Famitsu, but there's a quote here. I'm pulling this from Silicon Era. At least once a month, Square Enix worked on releasing something of consistent quality and no bugs. Thanks to this, Square Enix feels that it gained the technique to develop HD games at an incredibly high speed, and that its staff improved to become tougher and speedier. This is all kind of
speedier. Is that a word? Speedier.
Let me bing it. This is kind of in the wake of
Faster,
all
I
the.
think is the word.
Yeah, I
I'm trying
think,
to.
I think faster is just fine,
Let's see here.
I like agility.
or even quicker.
It comes up in the dictionary.
Swifter.
Speedy, the adjective being speedier or speediest.
Mm.
Don't like it.
Or speed, like drugs.
Racer.
Most rapid.
Keanu
rapid.
Reeves.
Anyway, so maybe that means good things for E3 with this Final Fantasy VII remake. That's kind of what I pulled from this, is that because if you recall, they were doing that 7 thing out. They had someone else working on it, and then they said, "Ugh, give us and they took it back because development was kind of crawling.
So they're finally understanding HD development, like the Chrono Trigger port that we just got on Steam. Are you talking about that?
Well,
No, more like the Final Fantasy VI port on Steam.
No,
okay.
that they ran through the Unity port button.
Yeah.
And
File save as
dude.
dot
Chrono
PC.
Trigger .pc.
Yep.
No, they're like, yeah, we know how to make things pretty, but we're just still going to release it in chunks.
Yeah.
Because chunks are dope. Quoted Square Enix. Is it Enix, Onyx, Enix?
Enix.
Quoted,
Enix.
Square-
I'm gonna keep saying Enix.
Enix. I know.
Enix.
I'm
That's
going
okay.
Enix.
Fine.
That's fine.
Give me
You
a
also-
reason to make
I mean-
their.
I mean, their symbol
to make
was
me
an
pronounce
E.
the name correctly. You know, because I don't give a shit about any of their properties right now. Besides Hitman. Oh wait, never mind.
Wait, hold on. Square did some the fucking Nier.
That's platinum.
I keep.
They
Wait,
just published
that-
it, right?
They just published it. That was platinum.
That
But
doesn't count.
They employ Yoko Taro.
That all right. They employed him.
They employ. Period. Not past tense. Current.
So he's still there.
All right,
Still
fine.
there.
You got me on one thing.
One
There you
thing.
go. Where's Final Fantasy 7 at? Let's get back to the main thing.
E3. That's my. I don't know. This story tells me that even because when they announced that they were pulling it back in from that external company and working on it themselves, I was like, okay, cool. We'll never see that game.
Yep.
But now it seems maybe.
I mean, they were showing off stuff at that fan event.
Yeah. So I think that might be further along than we imagine.
Yeah.
We'll find out. Quick little update from last week. If you recall, we talked about that little Blizzard tease on Twitter that Diablo was potentially coming to Switch, where Blizzard followed up and said, it's a fun engagement piece. And then everyone was like, but...
Oh, they're so clever.
I know.
That makes too much sense, though.
Eurogamer came out and said, yeah, but they are.
And your gamer's pretty on point. With
Yeah.
They hit the home
right?
run on the
Yeah.
actual NX back in the day. So.
That was ever since then, they've solidified themselves as...
Like they have sources.
But yes, they have sources who say the game is very much in production for Switch. Could not confirm whether it's Reaper of Souls and Rise of the Necromancer, if those expansions are being included. But if they weren't, that would be surprising.
I think you're gonna get that Ultimate Edition. What was it, Reaper of the Soul? What was the one they released
Reaper
on
of
PlayStation?
Souls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you're gonna
And
get
then
that
Necromancer
version.
thing was separate.
Yeah, I think someone just hit the tweet button instead of the draft button.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they definitely, someone pulled the trigger early on that.
Sorry.
They meant to do it.
No
Well-
word on during the special thing that may have or may not have happened this week.
Oh, that direct?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that was one thing where it was like, oh, okay, this makes sense, but then nothing popped up during that. What did pop up this week was an announcement about Cartridge with a K. Now, it's not anything to do with Mortal Kombat, so don't get your hopes up.
All right. I'll see you guys.
So, Congregate. Y'all familiar with Congregate?
Oh, yeah. Oh, I remember reading about this. You ever use Congregate? Congregate?
No.
Dude, it's dope.
Yeah?
It's
GameStop used to
basically...
advertise it.
Well, GameStop bought it eventually, didn't they?
That would make
I think
sense.
they did, yeah.
It's everybody's saying like itch.io or whatever. That's
Yeah,
like
yeah,
the
yeah.
successor to Newgrounds Flash game. Though Congregate still holds all those fucking games, and they even started doing like 3D ports, like Unreal and Unity games on it too. So it's pretty much like they're still around.
What about Armored Games?
Yeah, probably
I remember
90% of
that,
the
yeah.
catalog is Armored Games, straight up.
Yeah, 2010 GameStop bought it.
But they were sold to Modern Times Group in 2017,
Oh, okay.
Well, I think. Hold on.
a Swedish entertainment company. I'm looking to make sure that company doesn't also own GameStop,
That's
but
what I'm.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think they do.
I don't think they
No.
do
So,
either.
GameStop sold. Okay, this changes that story. I thought GameStop was still the owner of Congregate, which is
That's what
why
I
I thought this story was particularly interesting because it seemed like a way for GameStop to stay alive. But turns out GameStop
Still
make
dying.
a penny.
Still dying.
Right. Anyway, so Congregate, that digital platform, is launching Cartridge, which I don't believe it's due out until next year, if I remember correctly from this news story. But it is a digital storefront that will go head-to-head with the likes of Steam.
Yeah,
Great.
Good luck.
Another fucking icon on my desktop.
Seriously,
You know what though, man? Like,
I'm actually kind of excited for this
I
because I
am-
played a lot of those fucking games on Congregate.
well, and this,
Concrete.
I mean, the screenshots here, it's showing them they're psychonauts.
So they're not even.
They're straight up trying
They're-
to compete with Steam.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought they were still just gonna push their.
They still
like, indie
might,
movement.
but
They'll
like,
still have that stuff in
yeah.
there, yeah.
That's probably what makes them unique
Yeah.
compared to Steam.
In the summer.
Hmm.
So who said this? Emily Greer, the Congregate co-founder and CEO, says, "We acknowledge Steam's leadership in the industry, but we feel there is a gap in the market offering that we are uniquely qualified to remedy. We have more than 10 years of experience running a thriving gaming community and online gaming destination. Our publishing business has given us a clear perspective into what developers need to be successful." The whole idea behind this is really that they're going to kind of cater to developers a little bit better. Their mission statement is to nurture the growth and health of independent game developers and player communities.
See, that's what I thought.
That's Congregate's mission statement.
Yeah.
They want to integrate that into Cartridge. So for one thing, chat functionality will not be interconnected, and user levels will be separate. And they have different expectations for user conduct, looking to improve the quality of chat in meaningful ways.
So you still need like a separate program to communicate?
I don't think so.
Discord.
That's fine.
Yeah, I'm fine with just that.
Because right now, like, the only competitor I really see, I mean, it's not much, but like GOG.
Right, yeah, no, yeah, that's...
Because I like the fact that you own the games that you buy.
Yeah, they give you that...
Everything's DRM free,
And like, there's
usually
there's
comes with
certain
like manuals and shit that are like
yeah,
PDF
they give
files.
like a bunch of extra stuff, and I know this for a fact. The one thing GOG has over Steam is all of their retro games. Like on Steam, it's just they give you the .exe, and they're like, here you go.
Yeah.
But GOG, what they do is they'll integrate it with like DOSBox, but it makes it so all you have to do is just click it and it works.
Yeah.
Steam, you still have to fuck around with like DOSBox.
Oh.
So like if you go to like the Doom Steam page, like OG Doom,
Yeah.
people are like, here's how to set this up, like in the reviews and shit.
Yep.
It's like that's stupid,
Yeah.
you know?
Yep. What might be more stupid is that Fred Durst is making another movie. That's right. Fred Durst has made multiple movies. The Education of Charlie Banks and The Long Shots, both directed by Mr. Durst. If you're not sure of who Fred Durst is, you might recognize him from his Call of Duty streaming on Twitch. Or perhaps his short-lived stunt as a frontman for the band Limp Bizkit.
He's got a Twitch stream?
He sure does.
What about when he toured to promote the Dreamcast,
Oh my
and you
God.
could play games with him?
He was
at
selling
his-
those recently.
at
You know
his
that,
concert.
right?
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up because as someone like myself who is in 20 different Dreamcast groups, that's one of the most sought after Dreamcasts is the ones
Yeah.
that were signed by Fred Durst.
I want one.
He's
What a world we live in.
yep.
Dude, he's rolling.
I don't even.
yeah.
If you'd like to hear another name from the early 2000s, perhaps you'll remember Devon Sawa, who's going to star in the film along with John Travolta.
That's who I was trying to think, like, who's the John
Yeah.
Travolta?
So the movie's called Moose, and it's a thriller. Not much more about that. The story's inspired by a fan who stalked Fred Durst and follows Moose's fixation as it grows into intent on destroying the celebrity's life.
So
Sounds
we might
good.
see the Dreamcast in this.
Sounds good.
Maybe. I don't know. Anyway, yeah. don't know.
I couldn't help but laugh when I saw that headline.
Yeah, I mean, that's not necessarily game news, but I figured we had to.
And then also the
We made
picture
game
of John Travolta that IGN chose was kind of perfect.
Yeah. Fucking dead smile.
Ugh.
Man.
Gee.
Oculus Rift had a little bug this week.
Well,
Yes.
little.
How little?
There is a software patch now that has fixed it, but there was a runtime error that was causing. What was the major?
I don't use. I've never used Rift, but don't they have? Doesn't it have like its own like software you have to launch in the background?
I think so because I at work we have it, but of course I don't. When I moved down here, that's when they started getting Oculus Rift, and I'm like, God,
Ah.
what had happened was the certificate or something expired in the software, and that was March 7th.
Oh, okay.
So essentially, all the Oculus Rifts were bricked, didn't start up or nothing. So what you had to do was, some people, they kind of lucked out that when the patch was up, released, they could just launch it and it automatically installed. But a lot of people, they had go to the oculusrift.com/download section and manually install the patch.
Oh god.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it as of that moment in time, every single Oculus Rift was not working.
I think the crazy part about that is kind of your work uses them, and game designers who are designing their games currently and are trying to crunch.
There's a guy who was on stage demoing it, and the certificate expired in the middle of the fucking demo.
Can you imagine instead of a certificate expiring, it was some kind of weird electrical surge that wwent to all these people playing something online, and they all just got fried?
You mean like that episode of Silicon Valley? Yeah. I mean, it's fixed now, but what a weird oversight.
I think it's kind of scary because I saw someone comment. It kind of just shows how much control they have over it. That if they really wanted, if there was some kind of hack out there, it could just fuck up every single unit. You know
that
what I mean?
shit is coming.
It's coming.
We've been
seizure warnings ahead.
I love the fact that I can unlock my door with my phone and I can turn on the lights, but there's gonna be a point where those Coke Freestyle machines, the ones that are terrible and everywhere now, those you need to the way the regular old fountain drinks work is you buy a bag of powder and you dump that into seltzer water and it makes Coke. Voila.
Or it's the tubes hooked up in the back on a box of just unfiltered
raw
Coke.
syrup. Yeah.
Yeah.
These freestyle machines, they all have little flavor packets for each thing, and then obviously you can mix lime in with your Dr. Pepper if you want to. Those are all, not only do they have expiration dates, because the thing is, if I'm a person running a place that has fountain drinks, if that shit goes bad, air quotes bad, expiration date, I'm gonna keep using it, right? If I bought a bunch of shit discount clearance of Dr. Pepper, I'm gonna get my money's worth of Dr. Pepper if I'm a restaurant owner.
Straight up.
No longer with the freestyle machines, Coke can remotely say, hey, that shit's expired, kill it. Or they can decide, we're going to not offer Dr. Pepper at this location anymore and remotely just kill Dr. Pepper for the fucking McDonald's up the street or whatever.
Probably because nobody wants to drive out to each location and do that shit.
Well, the thing, it's also a way to get more money, right? It's so that they can do that.
We're losing control on everything.
But that's where it's going to come. It's going to get to the point where you might have light bulbs that are working, but the company who makes them decides they're going to push out a firmware update that kills the bulb. Or it's that kind of shit where they start, you know what I mean?
Or just not to get into political heavy stuff, but net neutrality thing too. So
fuck everything.
We won't talk about that for 3 hours, but it's losing control on everything pretty much.
There'll be a revolt, right?
Oh, there will.
There's got to be.
I mean, there already is. You see shit like Anonymous.
Yeah, but it'll happen.
Yeah.
That's what happens in anything. You start constricting things start to try and stretch and break and eventually tear the motherfucker down.
Well, you don't have to worry about Sony and the PlayStation Network doing that because they can barely function on its own. So.
Yeah, no, I've never had any concern about that at all. Speaking of stretching and breaking and getting things to submit to our will, 343 Industries is working on a big development update for the Master Chief Collection. We talked about this a little bit previously, but as it turns out, the Master Chief Collection, not the definitive way to play some of the Halo games. Specifically, I told you guys I played through all of those games in a very relatively short amount of time. The only thing I really ran into bug-wise was a couple of achievements that didn't pop. One of which in Halo 3, I had to replay the most pain-in-the-ass level in Halo 3 in order to get all of my achievements to pop.
I think I had to do that back on 360.
Yeah, so other than that, I didn't really run into anything. I've seen and heard complaints from a lot of people regarding other things. But this is way too much to detail, especially during a week when we got the Nintendo Direct to talk about. But I'm going to just read here. I thought the frequently asked questions section of this article or this development update from 343 was interesting. So this is from HaloWaypoint.com. You can go there and you can read. They had a whole development update number 1. This is number 2, but they are planning to like really get this game retooled and perfect. They do want it to be the definitive way.
Are they just adding every game to this as they get released?
Glad you asked. So, question number 1 at the top of the FAQ section. Will Master Chief Collection ever come to PC? We know this is something many people have been asking and wanting for years now. Currently, our priority is updating and improving MCC for Xbox, and there's still plenty of work to be done on that front. While we have no official plans to announce at this time, we've heard you loud and clear.
That means E3.
Will Master Chief Collection be added to Xbox Game Pass? Because it seems like everything else is. Right now, we're focused squarely on delivering an awesome game update, and decisions on when and where and how Master Chief Collection is released and made available to players will be made by other groups at Microsoft. We have nothing to announce today, but it's something we're definitely thinking about. Also sounds like E3.
Yeah. I don't think Chief Collection's come to PC.
I think it is.
I don't think it is at all.
Why did they go back to this game to update it? There's no reason for them to go back.
But that's one of the main reasons why to buy an Xbox now.
But like
no,
Halo,
that's exactly why you buy it.
Yeah, but I mean, Halo 1 and 2 have PC ports.
They do. Yeah, but you need to have
not
a fucking
anymore.
Vista.
Yeah, not. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying, like it's not
they
out
did
of
back in the day, not anymore.
I'm saying it's within the realm of reason for them to do it, especially if a lot of games are cross-play.
No, I think this will just to cement the fact that they are fucking serious about everyone having Windows 10. But I don't know. But I think the reason to update this and make sure it's working is because it needs to be that definitive.
Yeah.
But you're gonna need, your Xbox Live Gold, so they'll always have their money depending on what platform you're on.
Will Halo 3 ODST Firefight and or Halo Reach be added? We've heard loud and clear that this is at the top of the request when it comes to new future features for Master Chief Collection. This is outside the scope of this current update, but it is something the team will continue to assess and evaluate for future feasibility. Will you add a custom game browser to Master Chief Collection? This is one of the community's most requested new features, which makes us extra happy to confirm, yes, a custom game browser is on the docket for Master Chief Collection. It's still being worked out, but it will likely be more robust than the custom game browser that was added to Halo 5 last year.
It's just literally just make your own custom games. Is that saying, or?
I believe so.
That's different from the picking your favorite missions from all the games.
Yeah.
Okay.
It continues on, but they talk about changing some UI stuff, some menu changes, options to introduce join in progress custom games, like a lot of stuff.
That's pretty cool.
They are also, the one thing I thought interesting, just to call back to the achievement weird thing, is that they are investigating possible manual workarounds that might, for example, enable our community team to manually resolve individual player achievement issues via our own services. But essentially, like, they want to, they want to, like, change how achievements are earned on the back end. Like, they're retooling that whole system. They're doing a lot of fucking work to this, is I think, really in the end.
It's interesting.
Yeah. It was a big, long read. Like, it took me a good 20 minutes to get
You don't think because they're trying to get people excited for a Halo 6?
Yeah, dude, but I don't know if Halo 6 is even happening. I mean, it is, right? It has to happen. But I don't know what this
Anytime
year...
soon.
Wasn't there a thing where they're not adding numbers anymore to it?
There was that, and then there was something else.
They should probably stop.
It's just subtitles now.
They should probably just do that.
There was something where they said that this year... They didn't say that a new Halo game was coming, but they said that there's something, but it might not be what you expect.
An update to the current Halo.
I don't know what that means. Like, I don't know if that means an expansion to 5
update.
Or...
We'll see.
MCC to PC?
I mean, maybe. But that seems like this is the year for Halo, right? Like, it's been,
I don't know,
3 years, something like that.
I don't know what to expect anymore. Everything that I thought of has already happened. So it's all mystery.
Did you expect H1Z1 to come out of early access and introduce a car battle royale mode?
I didn't expect the game to even exist.
I forgot about
Yeah, I
it.
forgot about it. Yeah.
Like,
You
I thought
played
that
this
game got
back in the
I
day,
did
right?
not play. I played DayZ.
DayZ.
I was a
sorry.
DayZ head.
See, they're all fucking.
I was like, get these fucking casuals out of here. No, I'm kidding.
So yeah, H1Z1's out of early access with a brand new mode called Auto Royale. Where
Marc, did you work for him now?
I just really wanted Twisted Metal.
Okay.
where up to 30 teams of 4 will battle until one vehicle is left standing. So I didn't look too.
Dog, a Twisted Metal Battle Royale game would be dope, though.
I mean, it would.
So
it would,
isn't that
but
what
this
the
is
PS3
not
one
this.
was?
This is you're hanging out of the sides of cars while people drive, and you're shooting other cars.
It's like San Andreas style.
That sounds pretty cool.
And then the last car standing. It has everything you expect, like closing circle, et cetera, but
This probably would have done better or been more interesting if it was a Mad Max game.
Post-apocalypse.
I agree.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or a Twisted Metal game.
So yeah,
Or Twisted Metal.
the main thing here is that what makes this a little weird. The car's health is what you got to keep up. You can die inside the car, but you will respawn eventually.
Right.
I just
So
think it's
what-
funny that it's another free like zombie survival game that has this mode in it.
Oh, yeah, because it's
Well,
zombies,
this
right?
had it.
Yeah. Yeah, I
This-
mean this is one of the games that PlayerUnknown worked on, right?
Oh, was it?
Yeah. What was it? King of the Kill.
King of the Kill,
That marketing has been so weird.
This is all all
H1Z1
over
is
the
now
place.
the Sony's.
Yeah, they did buy it, right? Or they owned it.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
SC. I forget the
SCEA.
That's it. Yeah, no, this is their baby. This was the battle royale game after DayZ and after Arma.
Yeah.
and then from there came PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds.
Okay.
But this
Brendan
died.
Green created the Arma 2 mod DayZ Battle Royale, which was an offshoot of
Yeah, that's
the
what I
DayZ
thought.
mod.
That's what I thought.
See, I didn't even know there was a battle royale mode to DayZ. I thought it was just DayZ.
And yeah, and
There
that
was
was
a Battle Royale mod? I don't even know. Oh, I guess, yeah.
that was
makes
where
sense.
it started, right?
Yeah.
So Brendan Green, PlayerUnknown, made that. Then where was it? Sony liked what he made, and his mod of Arma 2 had kind of trailed off. So he was hired by Sony to help work on H1Z1 King of the Kill. But they kind of already had a thing they wanted to do like that, and they brought him in for consultation, and then he ended up kind of leaving, and then Bluehole came to him and said, yo, you want to make that game?
So, because I was just looking it up, you can play this on PS4, right?
No.
Because I just stumbled upon an article 2 years ago. H1Z1 King of the Kill will be coming to PS4 this year.
It was meant to, but
And it just didn't.
I don't think it's...
Because it's kind of stupid if
Yeah.
PlayStation owns it. And then
Yeah,
they're
that's
not
a game I
putting their
never
own
saw
thing.
in the marketplace.
Yeah.
They
No,
did
it's not
the
on- it's
same
not on
thing
PlayStation.
with that other one, PlanetSide 2.
Oh,
I think that
yeah,
did that
I
eventually
forgot
come
about
to...
That's on PS4
Yeah.
now.
But
Shit.
that was originally just PC. So yeah, I don't know. It's out. You can play.
People are talking about it again.
I'd rather
so that's
try
something, right?
Hunt Showdown.
I saw that.
Yeah,
I saw that.
I do really want to try Hunt.
it's in early access.
I know, but
Money. I don't know. My computer can run it.
Mine probably
mine
can't.
definitely cannot.
I'm kind of over seeing and hearing more Battle Royale games.
Well, Hunt
That's
does
the
it
thing right
differently.
now. Before it was crafting, now it's
No,
Yeah.
no, I'm talking
Yep.
about the blatant
Oh.
like PUBG clones
dude,
that
wait
just have
for
a
E3
graphics
this
rehaul.
year.
Yeah.
Wait until EA does a Battlefield mode or.
I mean, it would make
Yep.
sense if PlayStation works on this because Xbox has PUBG, and I don't think that's coming to PS4 anytime soon. I mean, according to just development of PUBG in general.
Yeah, I don't know.
So they have to have something on there.
Well, that
Yeah.
Fortnite.
Oh, Fortnite.
Yeah.
God.
However,
forgot about
we'll get there soon.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
speaking of crafting.
Y'all ready for the Division 2?
I wasn't even ready for the first one. Like,
I was
what-
really
dude,
excited for the first one.
I
yeah,
was
but like, did
so-
something happen?
Yeah,
they look completely different.
It didn't.
Yeah.
Underwhelming.
It's one of those games that didn't look like the trailer.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you remember that first?
or the gameplay footage that they showed?
Dude, that gameplay footage where car doors were getting bullet holes in
Yeah.
real time. You had a friend on an iPad. That was that iPad year where everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, he could be a drone
Yeah.
or whatever
Yep.
and help out. I like that concept.
It was a dope ass concept, but it just didn't really.
Just like Watch Dogs.
Did you play the Division?
Yeah, I played. I like the first 15 hours of that game are really good.
Yeah.
I don't remember
First
much of the story.
15.
What happened with the next 45?
Well, there's no end game content.
Oh,
So
okay.
so
is this
you
a 15-hour game? Or is it
well,
a
I mean,
16-hour game?
you can probably complete like the story in 10 minutes. But I was running around doing some multiplayer stuff on the way. But
Oh, I thought it was online only.
Yeah.
it is online only.
Like
but,
multiplayer
But there's
only.
like a story mode. You can go through it by yourself. It's
Okay.
It's like Destiny,
Okay, got it.
Okay.
where like you can do the missions by yourself, but you can always have your friends hop in.
Yeah, because the enemies aren't they always other players?
No,
Oh, that's
no,
what I
no,
thought.
no, only in that dark zone area.
I think the other
in
piece
middle.
with the original Division was that game took for fucking ever.
It did.
Like they announced it in 2012, I
And then
think.
it just kept. It was one of those things that didn't go away either. They just kept showing it,
Yeah.
showing it,
And then
I'm
showing
like, what
it.
the fuck
and they
are
kept
you doing?
giving new release dates, and then that release date would be almost there, and you'd be like, "Oh, see you in a year." And it wasn't like short delays; it was like, nope, yeah, we got to push this back again.
That's when I finally started to realize that a lot of games were using orange and blue.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. Man, that whole
That I don't know. I kind of wanted to. I'm not going to do this, but all the expansions and stuff kind of re-piqued my interest.
yeah,
There was that one that was kind of like a battle royale, but it was more survival focused, and it was only
Okay.
12 in a smaller area. That was something that almost brought me back. And then there was just a lot of quality of life improvements that they put into the game. I think they finally added some end game content. But it's been years since I played that game. I don't think it's not gonna come back for me. However, let's see what they. I'm not done with this franchise. It was just I did not enjoy it after the first. After I beat the story, I did not enjoy what there was
Yeah.
to play.
but no, apparently the game's a lot better now that it's had a lot of time to update.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
stick with it. I mean, if they can support this the way they've been supporting Siege, I think that game's got some potential. But we'll see. I guess we'll learn more about that at E3.
Probably.
They detailed a whole 2018 roadmap for the original Division.
Like Ubi usually has their press conference. I don't see this year being any different. So
Yeah, I don't expect. Do you expect Division to be this year? They didn't say that, did they?
I don't know.
Division
They
2 is
just
not coming
announced
out
it.
this year.
No, but I
Yeah.
can see them
Hell
using
no.
that game to push the companion app. That one thing that we talked about way back. It was kind of like Siri, but
Oh, that. Yeah.
yeah.
Whatever the hell it was.
What
Thing
that-
for gamers.
What that tells me though is they found ways to put some systems into the game that they couldn't put into the first one, because I mean, look at
Right,
Ubisoft's
right.
other platforms, and I say platforms like Rainbow Six, that's going to be there forever. What's another one that I can't think of at the moment?
Ghost Recon.
The Crew.
Wildland, the crew kind of fizzled, but
Rayman.
Wildlands are kind of doing the same thing where they keep kind of supporting it. I know that game's been out for about a year
I
now.
forgot
but-
about Wildlands. To be honest.
I heard that's an awesome game. I forgot
like,
about it.
Last Ghost Recon I played was Future Soldier, and I was playing like an action movie, and it felt so cool.
But yeah, I mean, it would be. I don't think they're in the business of making sequels unless they have to, and that's why I'm kind of piqued by this.
Yeah. Yeah. Speaking of roadmaps, PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds detailed a little bit of what to expect coming up. And man, am I jealous I'm not playing on PC. This game looks fucking good. Like, I'm used to what it looks like with the one map, with the one thing.
Mine doesn't look that good.
It's okay, dude, because everybody that even that have a 1080 are just running it on all those settings anyway.
Yeah, it's true.
Because they're just over the graphics and they're caring more about performance.
Every
Yep.
time I look at graphics cards online, I just get mad
Yeah.
because
Oh, God.
they should not be that price.
You know why they are though.
Cryptocurrency.
I don't
Bitcoin.
understand that. I don't
I don't
understand.
understand it. I don't want to understand it. I
no
don't want
one
to get in
understands
there.
it.
We don't have to break
However,
it down
yeah.
here, but I need somebody to explain that to me afterwards.
Oh, subscribe to my YouTube channel.
Okay. For a free gift card giveaway? Is that
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
I do use this app Robinhood for stocks, and let me tell you what. There's a
Matt showed me this the other day, and I almost started buying Bitcoin.
It's cool.
Maybe not Bitcoin because I don't have $9,000.
Get logged in here.
But
Like the app itself has like a dark mode, right? And real time stocks. But then you go into the Bitcoin one, and shit gets weird.
look at that cyber ass.
I can't. Can we?
Look. I don't have $9,000 to spend currently, but I want in.
Oh boy, I'm feeling nauseous.
I've seen
Yeah.
a lot of people just cash out with that.
But it's rising again,
This is scary.
dude. That's a cool screen.
It is a real cool.
It is cool. It is cool. I'm not doubting that at all.
And the numbers, the little phase change, and the purple, and oh god.
That's it. So, PUBG.
PUBG
Yeah, sorry.
is getting hopefully a dab system. There will be emotes added to the game. You'll be able to see them on the test server soon. But they're gonna add a bunch of emotes to the game. They're adding new vehicles in the first half of the year and continue to expand the weapon set and add new weapon attachments throughout the year. They show a very close-up image of a new rifle, which I'm sure people who understand guns will know what this is, but it looks like a black gun to me. It says rifle 7.62 on the side, so I know it takes 7.62 ammo.
There you go.
I learned that part, but I don't know. They're going to roll out some achievements, an in-game friends list, squad voice chat in the main menu,
Don't bother.
limb
Don't bother.
and vehicle bullet penetration is getting added to the test servers. Adding a new depth to the ballistic system, and increase the realism of gameplay.
Oh man.
Well, this roadmap sounds nice and dandy.
They're also going to overhaul third-person and first-person animation systems, parachuting system,
Yeah, the parachute
continuing
change.
to stabilize,
landing.
optimize, and secure the
Especially when
game.
you lose like a quarter health.
This part specifically, we have not forgotten about our core responsibility to our players to provide a stable, smooth, and secure environment for enjoying a great Battle Royale experience. We're continuing our daily work to combat cheaters,
There he
improve
is.
server stability, and further optimize our servers and clients. It's impossible to solve these problems once and for all, but our goal is to continuously improve in this regard.
That sounds great. However, 2 or 3 days ago,
Thank you, Matt. I was about to say this. Go ahead.
they released a patch to ban more hackers, put in better security, made the game unplayable.
How so?
You couldn't launch into the client.
Oh.
Oh, I thought you were talking about how it automatically banned not cheaters. Like people that didn't cheat.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's good too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you couldn't play the game. And then my favorite was the article I read. The first comment was, "They get it. If you can't play, you can't cheat."
That makes too much sense.
Yeah, I mean,
They're right.
I mean, they did do what they said they were going to do.
Yeah. So,
Huh.
so press pause on that roadmap for a bit. You gotta.
Yeah. Got to get people playing again.
Oh, man.
God, I hate that logo.
God, I gotta play it. It sounds like they're really because it's 2 new maps, right?
I don't know, but this is going to be on
Yeah.
the test server. It's
You know
not
what?
gonna
Well,
be
and
live
they're
yet.
also testing with different size maps.
Yeah, it's like 4x4 and 8x8, right?
Mm.
How much you want to bet you can get like custom parachutes and they have like TwitchCon ones and shit for streamers?
They did release.
Give it
or,
time, man.
They updated a new. There's a new loot crate or new crate in the game now. I don't know what new items are in it, but just another thing for me to sell.
Ooh.
Yep.
Get some more punk boots. That's what we had, right? Punk
Yeah.
boots. Yeah.
They're long gone. Some fucker bought them for 40 cents.
Damn it.
That's a good deal for Doc Martens.
So, Activision. Activision took to... All right. Call of Duty Black Ops 4.
All right,
there
that's
it is.
fine. Like Black
Yeah.
Ops 4 has good appeal with the Call of Duty
Are you
audience.
sure it's a number?
Black Ops 4 is... there were some rumors, some leaks, some whatever, that Treyarch would be making Black Ops 4, and that would be this year's Call of Duty game. It turns out it is Call of Duty Black Ops 4. A full reveal event will happen on May 17th, and the game launches October 12th,
That's
2018.
how's the game really pronounced?
So, instead of using a number 4,
Or even saying the words properly.
Black Ops 4 has 4 eyes.
No, so it'd be cod blops.
Cod blops. I. 4 of them. There you go. They just took the Black Ops 3 logo and added another orange line on the end of it. And
Now it just looks like a shield.
yeah, it's.
They're
Cod blops,
avoiding. They're
They-
avoiding the V for 5
Yeah.
or for 3 years from now when they do Black Ops 5 and like the main story campaign.
No,
You're-
here's
you're
the
part
thing.
of the victory.
It won't
clan
even
or
be
something
Roman
like that.
numerals anymore. It's just gonna be. It's either gonna be the 4 eyes with a line going through it,
Oh, God
like tally
damn it.
marks, or it's just gonna be a straight up actual like number, like plain 5.
Yo,
Yeah,
I can
I
see
like
that.
I like the V. I like my idea. The V,
Yeah, but-
and then the single player campaign.
that
You're
makes too
in.
much sense.
You're in this victory team. I don't know what they call it, like a victory op or something like that.
Vops.
Dude.
So the game was revealed on the official Call of Duty Twitter account with the phrase "Forget what you know." I would have
they
used
did.
Yo, fuck what you heard.
"Fuck what you heard."
Don't get it twisted.
Yeah, and then there's a little small teaser that showed someone driving a car. There was a drone of some kind, more zombies. Fuck what you heard.
Well, the zombies at this point, you select all.
Yep.
Control C,
Yep.
Control V.
New stars.
Let's control I.
Believe it or not, 46 minutes into this podcast, we still have 2 more news stories. So we're going to kind of quickly jump into them. We talked a lot about PlayerUnknown's Battleground. Got to plug this computer door in.
Oh, what happened?
Mine.
Oh, yours.
Yeah, mine, not yours. You're good. But Fortnite getting some cross-play support. Remember that one time they kind of flipped the switch on accidentally?
Yeah.
And they were like, no, sorry. But now you'll be able to play between Xbox One, PC, Mac, and iOS because they announced that iOS version of PlayerUnknown's. Fortnite. Jesus Christ. Yeah, there's
And Android coming soon.
an Android coming soon. But you can play that full-ass game on your phone
Wow.
and cross-play.
I hope you have an NVIDIA Shield or something.
How about PS4? Can you do
I was
it?
just about to say.
Hey, no, well, hold the phone. They're doing the Rocket League approach.
What do you mean?
They're doing cross-platform play with PC, but they're not going against Xbox.
Yeah, that's what's stupid.
Oh, yeah, I agree. But before you're like, oh, PS4 players are fucked. Nope, they get the PC people as well,
Yeah, because
and I think they get iOS.
I know
but,
Street Fighter.
yeah.
can
Say
play
if you're on
PC.
PC, you automatically win.
Oh, yeah. So iOS and Android will feature full cross-play support with PS4 and PC. It just, you won't be able to play PS4 versus Xbox.
Damn, if you're not on a PC, man, you are fucked.
Dude, I'm about to play that game again all of a sudden. I sucked the first couple rounds I played
It's
on PC.
weird. Like I actually don't mind watching that game. Just visually,
alright.
it's
I like
I don't know. It's colorful.
I like the aesthetic of PlayerUnknown. I like the gunplay of PlayerUnknown more than Fortnite.
Fortnite
Personally.
seems more. I'm not saying in a bad way. It seems more like a cartoonish version of
Yeah.
PUBG.
I think that's.
You know what I mean?
I think I like the cartoony style.
Yeah.
I don't care for like the crafting shit and like making towers, but in a way it does add to it because somebody was so like
I've seen some weird
fast
shit.
with it.
Yeah.
And he like built a tower so quickly, full of traps and spikes. I would never be able to do that. Or they made a door in the tower, and then when somebody shot him a rocket, he opened the door so it didn't blow up the tower, it just went right through it.
He's
Oh,
gonna
that's
be the
wild.
first to get a chicken. Well, I don't know what they call it.
I don't know.
Turkey
But
dinner.
it's so Looney Tunes because like the way like you run, use a little like poof cloud when you're running, or you hide like in a
It's a
bush,
lot of jumping,
and you could be
too.
like you could be a walking bush.
Yeah.
I want to shake the hand of the person who wins an iOS.
Just kill somebody with
Show
a
me.
like.
Show me the way.
Show me do it.
Like you start with a pickaxe. You just kill everybody with a pickaxe if you don't have like a gun.
My iOS name's gonna be Wakanda forever. Jumping in.
Goddamn.
Hold on.
Yeah.
What
I
are you?
like them both for different
Wait, what?
reasons.
Give it a second. Give me a second. There it is. That's the right one. So,
What-
Things got weird on your computer.
I'm on Roseanne's Twitter because I'm looking for a tweet. She tweeted the other day that she's got 20 wins in Fortnite.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
Like actual Roseanne?
Yeah.
Roseanne Barr?
Yeah, Roseanne Barr plays Fortnite, apparently.
God
Maybe
damn
she
it.
killed me those couple times.
I would love to join her squad and go esports with this.
Or just a Twitch stream.
Fred Durst, where you at?
Let me see here.
Does John Goodman play?
I don't know, but if he did, dude.
He does now. He needs to.
February 28th. Where's she at?
I got a kill streak. Fucking hate Roseanne, man.
Oh god,
I
we just blew
fucking
out
love
someone's car
Roseanne.
speakers.
She has just like a Wario type hat.
Here it is.
Backwards R.
February 27th, 2018. I have 20 Fortnite victory royale wins.
I mean, I can also type.
Is
I
her
have
online
19
handle,
Fortnite
Brozan?
victory wins too, so.
First response from Jocula. You
Fuck
make
you.
me wet.
Oh man,
Yeah, I don't know.
Jesus.
I would love to
Anyway.
watch her play.
All following with Roseanne gifts.
Yeah, of course, yeah. Anyway,
That's
there's,
funny.
Christ.
there's that.
I have 20.
9 o'clock.
Oh, interesting.
How come she's not at E3 playing stuff? Instead, we get like
Uh,
high as
uh,
fuck people.
We get socially awkward dudes.
I was gonna say,
instead.
careful.
What? We just get Snoop Dogg and Zac Efron.
Well, I'm-
Yeah, I want. Yeah,
I want more of that. More of that.
Yeah.
I agree.
More of that. Less
I don't know because were they
doucher on
really
stage
playing?
talking about his prison game.
That too.
God, fuck that.
That too.
All right.
And for speed. Yeah, dude.
Our last news story. Right there. Our penultimate, because I don't want to forget
Pantera.
about. Yeah.
Tugram.
Fire Emblem Heroes and Final Fantasy Brave Exvius could not update their games on iOS devices the other day. Apple changed the App Store guidelines that now force developers to disclose the odds of getting certain items in loot boxes. The updated guidelines state apps offering loot boxes or other mechanisms that provide randomized virtual items for purchase must disclose the odds of receiving each type of item to customers prior to purchase. This happened recently. But yeah.
They just gotta let people know what they're doing.
Mm-hmm. This happened in China. It became like a law in China that you must disclose the exact
Dude, it's
odds
so
of it.
crazy over there.
China don't care.
No, like they are intense in every field.
Yeah.
When it comes to games, like they will stab a motherfucker if they lose a game. Like they'll stab him in real life.
China number 1.
But yeah, so now these games have been updated now, but they were unable to patch their games until they addressed this part of it. So now a lot of these have probabilities, and it's kind of crazy how, like, there's a screenshot here of this game. What is this? The Alchemist's Code, I believe. Or maybe not.
I wonder if you're playing Sega slots.
Here. Where? Yeah, you have like a 3% chance of getting one thing in Final Fantasy. But Apple wants every item to be detailed, not just general categories. That's what it is. That's got it. Yeah. The Final Fantasy, for example, it'll tell you that these type of characters, you have a 3% chance of getting these type of characters. Apple said, no, you need to tell us this character, what's the percentage rate of getting that character?
Yeah, because when I was playing Digimon Links, they would roll, like, they have different, like, characters, like, each week or month, and it would tell you what is within that and what you could. I mean, Fire Emblem kind of did that too. It would tell you who you could possibly get, but I guess they had to be more descriptive about it.
Yeah.
So,
And that,
interesting.
yeah. I guess it works. I mean, in the wake of all that loot box bullshit from last year, they got
It
to
needs to stop.
crack down on some stuff. And our final piece of news that we forgot about last week, Ion Maiden.
Yeah, buddy.
Ben, you want to talk about this one a little bit?
Well, I wanted to point it out because do you remember? I can't remember how long ago, but it was at least 1 or 2 months ago. I pointed out that 3D Realms was looking for beta testers
Yes.
for an upcoming, like, old school. Like, this is that game. This is
Yeah,
definitely
yeah,
that game. I don't know if you guys looked into the videos of it as much, but it looks identical to, like Duke Nukem 3D
Yep.
Shadow Warrior type.
Yeah. I
mid-90s
saw
game.
very little, but I liked.
Well, they're
what I
using
saw.
the same engine.
I think they even tweaked it a little bit because there's like some like shading effects that I noticed in it that were quite more enhanced than say what they used in the 90s. And of course they have to port it to HD, so
Yeah.
of course they tweaked it up.
I got the most recent Duke release.
Mm-hmm.
That's on PS4 or whatever.
Was it the World Tour
Yeah.
thing? Yeah.
You can actually just switch on the fly, like Master Chief Collection, between the original,
really?
even the sound files. So you don't need because there's new John St. John voices.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't sound as like Duke Nukem.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's cool that you can switch between it.
Well, that's awesome. I didn't know that.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, if it plays anything like that, I'm totally looking forward to it because I love Duke Nukem.
It seems it seems like you have to like those kind of games in that engine in order to like it. Because I've been reading comments online and people are already like, "This game looks like it's fucking 30 years old."
God
I'm like,
damn
well,
it.
that's the
Yeah,
fucking
yeah,
point,
that's
man.
clearly what they're going
So
for.
does
Yeah.
half of the indie games.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
No, I'm
But in a good way.
I'm
But
so
seriously,
excited.
Earthbound does look like shit.
What? Excuse me?
I'm gonna scream a lot.
Those react.
No, but it does look. I'm like, it's to the point where I'm waking up and I'm checking online to see if they've made a release date yet. Because you can get it on early access.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
just
yeah.
the first episode. I guess they're doing episodes, but I don't know. I just want the full package up front.
It's basically a
Is-
preview campaign.
Yeah.
And you will get the full version in Q3 2018.
Oh, so it's available in Earl Access on Polygon.
Oh yeah, good.
Oh, I didn't know
Wow.
Earl had a
My
thing.
son.
Oh, what do you
Yeah.
know?
That's what he does.
Earl
But no, I mean
Access.
they're using the build engine.
Mhm.
This does look straight up like Duke Nukem 3D, Shadow Warrior, and Blood.
Blood. I have that on. I have never played it,
Is,
but I shall play it soon.
Is
Yeah.
3D with Gearbox or are they separate?
I hope they're separate.
I think they are.
Because Gearbox is just a publisher, right? They're not the developer.
They are separate because I think 3D Realms lost rights to Duke Nukem
Yeah.
because they came in and bought it out for Duke Nukem Forever, and that's
Yeah.
why like the Duke Nukem World Tour, that's 3D Realms.
Oh.
I mean, not 3D Realms.
No,
Gearbox.
I
Gearbox.
knew that was. I just didn't
Yeah.
know. Yeah, I didn't know 3D
wanna
Realms had
say
anything
that-
to do with that.
Yeah, because they released a.
'Cause they added commentary and stuff to it from developers
Yeah.
of the original, so I didn't know
I
how
don't know.
like in cahoots they
That's
are.
weird because I think when 3D Realms kind of came back from the shadows again, they released a like a 3D Realms archive, and I
Yeah.
don't think Duke 3D was in it.
So I Am Maiden's kind of like the ukulele.
Yeah, yeah.
Pretty much.
They're not owned by.
Gearbox.
Thank you.
Oh, okay, good. Thank the Lord. So
Yeah.
it did have Duke 3D on it then, the
Yeah,
archive.
but I believe that they do. Yeah, right. There was that lawsuit where they sued.
It was back and forth, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
Forever.
sued
Yeah.
Gearbox for unpaid royalties and unpaid money for selling the Duke Nukem IP. The lawsuit was dropped. They apologized, saying that they had resolved any differences with Gearbox.
Already started did it, or already started
But-
got caught.
I don't know. But
Yeah.
they sold the rights
Good
to a bunch of their older titles. Gearbox then sued them because, right. 3D Realms was going to make a game called Duke Nukem Mass Destruction, and
I
Gearbox
remember
was like,
that.
well, we actually own the rights to
Yeah.
Duke Nukem now, so
I
they
remember
sued
that.
them. The lawsuit was settled in August of 2015 with Gearbox stressing that they were the lawful owner of the Duke Nukem IP. And then SDN, a Danish company, bought 3D Realms. And yeah, now they're working on, or they made a game called Bombshell.
That's okay. Because I was trying to the Ion Maiden.
Is a
The girl
prequel.
is from
Yeah.
Bombshell.
Yep.
So it's like a sequel, but not really prequel.
Okay,
thing
because I was
going
gonna
on.
see if like maybe the ideas for Mass Destruction are in this maybe if they were using it. or
I
something.
thought.
But
I think
Bombshell-
Mass Destruction was going to be a 2D game. I could be way off on that.
But Bombshell did not
do so.
was not received very
Yeah.
well. 2 out of 10 on GameSpot.
Once it goes below 5, do you really need
Yeah.
do numbers even matter?
No.
What's 1 better than, or what's 2 better than 1? You know what I
You
mean?
can play. You can run the.
So 1 is
.exe.
just it doesn't actually work.
There's another game, I'll have to look it up when we go to break, that was doing a similar thing that I remember from last summer at some point, but I don't know.
Hey, real quick, this
yeah.
actually came up recently, as like not that long ago. Blue Point Games confirms that its next project in the wake of the stunning Shadow of the Colossus for PS4 is a new remake, and the only
Ego.
I mean, it could be, but the only I was kind of that's why I was on my phone earlier. I was reading, just trying to get bits and pieces. But thank God, the best comment on Reddit. The only important facts in the article: next remake project will be much bigger than Shadow of the Colossus, and it looks like they'll add or tweak some gameplay elements this time around instead of a 1-to-1 gameplay adaptation with only visual upgrades.
Oh.
Final Fantasy 7.
Maybe not Ego.
Yeah.
Square Enix figured out how to do HD ports. They decided just to hire Blue Point.
Yeah, pretty much.
What if it was Shenmue?
Oh. Yeah, but they're not changing. You're not changing.
That would make me happy.
Those mechanics.
Be a good
Yeah.
birthday surprise for Ben.
Yeah, it would.
It's the Last Guardian. They're gonna port it to PS5.
Oh my
Oh,
god!
God.
Don't.
Yeah, I guess it never. No, the headline was PS4, but
Yeah.
Last
Give
Guardian
it 5 years.
1.5.
Give it 5 years.
Yeah.
Well, there is your news for the week.
Chunky.
Do you guys play any video games this week?
What exactly is a video game?
A video game is an electronic messaging system that allows you to send
Like AIM?
inappropriate images to your friends of your nude body.
Have you been doing that recently?
I don't know.
Oh, all right.
Time will tell. There's Splatfest. Just wrapped up. Team Chicken is the winner.
I was
You
gonna
heard of
ask if we have results of that.
Yes, the results hit while I was at McDonald's this morning. Team Chicken won 2-1. Team Egg won the popular vote, but Team Chicken won the
Oh shit! The skill competition.
skills. Yes, the wins.
Is this
Team and
Japan
solo.
or is this us?
Us.
us.
Japan had a different one. Japan had
That's right. Theirs is always different.
yeah, I forget
Blood
what
and
theirs
tears.
was. Yeah, I think it was piss and cum. No, Japan had something or other.
I don't know.
It was like flowers or not. I don't remember.
Flowers or not.
Flowers or bullets?
I'm serious. It was something like that.
Flowers were nudes.
When are we getting butts or boobs, man?
It's the summer. Anywho.
Bud Light or Coors Light?
There it is, dude. No, dude. So they had a really dope shifty station this time around. The shifty station is always the random map that gets thrown in for a Splatfest. It's different. It's not in the regular rotation of maps. It's something designed just for a Splatfest. And yeah, I don't know. I really, really liked that map this time around. It had
I
these,
finally
Ah.
played.
That was fun.
yeah, dude. We were all in, man. We were rocking the
I did notice
Discord.
that in the screenshots you guys were passing around.
You didn't like it?
It was alright.
It had
It was
these
different. And, yeah.
It had sections of the map that would close off. Like after a minute and a half,
Mm-hmm.
2 sections would close off, and if you were in there, you could, get some free territory. And then just before like the 30-second mark, the middle of it closed off.
Yeah.
It was neat. I like that.
I gotta work on my rolling.
Yeah.
Keep rolling,
That's-
rolling.
I learned the real name of that song this weekend. I already forgot it.
Air raid vehicle.
Yep.
All right,
Air raid
Jesus. God damn.
Matt's on board.
I'm all on this Fred Durst hype train now.
Wait,
dude.
really?
Are you?
Yeah.
It's not called rolling?
It's air raid vehicle parentheses rolling.
Yeah. Mine. Fucking.
But if you type, yeah, say, but if you say rolling in Spotify, you'll find it immediately.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get my Limp Biscuit fix.
I'll let you know.
I did not contribute to the team or solo victory count.
No?
I definitely lost more games than
Oh,
I
really?
won.
Oh.
Oh, solo definitely. Solo, I couldn't buy a fucking win.
Mm.
And team, I feel like we lost more than we won on team. So I contributed to nothing.
I don't know. I thought we did all right. I don't remember.
See,
though.
if you
We did
search
all right,
Rolling
but I
on Spotify, it's difficult because Rolling Stones also pops up as well as Rolling with the Deep.
Wait. Are you putting a
Cool.
G in it? Because there's no G.
No, I'm
Oh, okay.
doing the Rollin'.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why they made the song Air Raid Vehicle.
That's
Because
why
they knew,
They knew that everyone would be trying to look up everything on Spotify
Yeah.
20 years later.
dude. I mean, he's signing Dreamcast still. I mean, anything's possible.
That's true. It's very true. Yeah, I don't know, man. Splatoon continues to be an excellent video game.
Yeah, I've been playing a lot more of that than this week.
It feels. Katie was out of town forever, I think. Now, no, I think she's back for a little while now after today's trip. But a lot of time has been spent with me, Switch, docked, Splatoon, living room, party time.
Yeah. I haven't switch docked with that.
It's good. It's real good.
I mean, it's the only way I can do my specials
Oh yeah,
because the Pro Controller, which I'd prefer anyway.
it does feel a lot better doing the Pro. Like I was handheld for a real long time, but now sticking really heavy to the Pro, it's good stuff. I also played. I finished Bayonetta.
Oh,
Yeah.
how'd you like the end?
Which part? Well, I don't want to spoil anything.
Yeah, it's okay. But
But-
you know what I'm talking about, where it's like well, never mind, can't say it.
Are any
It was
boobs?
it was surprising.
If you attack long enough.
It had a very good ending,
The unexpected.
yeah. I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Does Sonic show up? That'd be dope.
There's a lot of references. There's a lot of
Are
references
you
to
talking about it last night?
Knuckles.
Sega stuff.
The
Do
good
it.
sprite.
The one thing I learned about the game is you leave it and you come back and you're better at it, because like the final boss, I was punch, die,
Yeah.
punch, die, punch, die. But I left. I did something else. I went and made a sandwich or a soft pretzel even. Had some lasagna. I
Had
don't
some
remember.
Say, where's the lasagna?
Fuck the whole. And then
Dude, I've been living off soup this entire weekend. It's been
I'm
great
really
times.
sorry. Are
I
you
had soup
sick?
this morning.
No,
Yeah.
it's just Mom makes good chicken noodle soup,
Dude, soup is
and she left a
dope.
big thing of it.
You could have bought a whole lasagna for just $13.99.
No, I'm good. I got pulled pork soup.
I've had
Gonna make some
nothing but
hamburger helper.
lasagna for
nice.
like a
I'm gonna make
week.
hamburger helper for the wrestling pay per view tonight.
There you go.
Or sorry, last night, listener.
Yeah.
Dude, I want to make. All right. Hey, I'm gonna make some hamburger helper now too.
There
for
it is,
dinner.
dude.
Dope. With some like tomato soup on the side though.
What
There
about
we go.
lasagna?
We're-
No, that's.
Dude, just fucking.
We get some of that hot zon. All right, we can't talk about
Yeah,
lasagna
we
again.
can't.
7 weeks in a row of lasagna talk. Yeah, I like that game a lot in the end. I'm still not good at it, but thankfully Bayonetta 2 is a lot easier.
You started to.
So I started to. It already looks better. Bayonetta 1 has that like washed out PS3. Everything's gray.
Oh.
I mean,
Kinda-
that's where it came from.
Yeah. It just that era in games just.
But now you have a game that's
Ugly time.
played built for Wii U.
Yeah, I know,
but
yeah.
it's more recent.
Yeah. No, Bayonetta 2, like, it's bright, it's colorful. It feels a little bit easier. Like, I feel a little bit more in control. I don't know if that's because I got better or if this one is actually tweaked.
Bit of both.
I know
Or
that,
if you're just at the beginning.
or I'm just, yeah.
That too.
I know that Kamiya did not direct 2. I don't know if maybe that means it's a little less strict. But, like, for example, he was a big proponent of I don't remember the names, but there's these, like, mini challenges in Bayonetta 1. Where you find these random portals. You go into the portal in Bayo 1, and then you fight these terribly difficult little mini challenges, and you get bonus rewards. They were hard to find in the first one, and if you did find them, they were fucking brutal. The second one, I've found 3 in the first level already, and I've completed them with ease. So they kind of brought them over, but they're not as difficult to do. It's just a generally easier game so far. But
Does the combat feel any different? Not in terms of being easier, but like does it feel more developed?
yeah, and there's a new climax thing. Well, there's not climax. What do they call it? Umbral climax, I think is what it is. You remember from the first one, you build up your meter, and if you fill your meter, you can slam 2 buttons and do like a crazy torture attack. This one, you can do that, or you can pull one of the triggers and you will do this. Basically, all of your punches now come from the Umbral world, where you're using her hair as giant fists and werewolf.
So
hair.
that's the one where if you scan like the Bowser amiibo or something, it's Bowser's hands and feet coming out instead of the creature or whatever.
Bayo 1, you just had those 4 costumes unlocked.
Yeah.
And if you played as Daisy or Peach, then Bowser's hands were coming out.
Oh, that's what it was.
Bayo 2, you have to scan that stuff, but you scan it and you have yeah. So if I scan like my Boo amiibo, I'll get a Chain Chomp weapon, which is cool. But yeah, it's good. I'm excited to work my way through that and get ready for Bayonetta 3. But as I was feeling witchy, I also got Magical Drop 3. That's right, number 3. It's a puzzle game from Neo Geo.
Oh.
But
I
wanted.
This is on my wish list.
It might be. It was a recent release.
What's it called?
Magical Drop 3. I'll show you a couple pics.
That sounds familiar.
I'll pull some up. It was an old ass the Magical Drop series. It's just a match 3 puzzle.
Okay, no, I know why I wanted to get this too. Not only because I like those type of games,
Yeah.
but there's like a girl wrapped in like a cloth ribbon or something.
Sure.
She was used on like every Newgrounds ad way back for people when they're trying to advertise like not really porn games but like teasy like hentai-ish type games. It would always use that animation of her bouncing, and I was like, "What is this from?"
Oh, that's funny.
And now it's all connected. And I was like, "Oh, it's actually from a decent video game."
Marc,
So-
may I remind you that you own Waifu Wars? So
Oh yeah,
That's true. I mean, you gotta build up
Crazy
library
event.
as much as possible.
But no. So this game was of the Magical Drop series the best one to play, arguably,
And it's on Switch.
and it's now on Switch.
Oh, that's
I
cool.
believe it's on PS3 as a PlayStation 1 class. It's on PS4. Yeah, so you can buy the hamster port.
Oh, originally came out on PS1.
It originally was an arcade game.
Okay. Well, console wise.
But then it was brought to console on PS1, Sega Saturn, Game Boy Color version, etc.
Sega Saturn.
Yeah.
But it's just basically bust a move, right?
Yeah.
There's just the gems, and you shoot one, line them up, and connect them.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Like
you
the-
kinda-
I thought it was
you're-
like columns or Puyo.
It's got a little Puyo Puyo, but instead of it being like
oh yeah, it
basically
definitely
the
looks like-
screen's always falling, and
Mhm.
then you are grabbing from the bottom and moving things left or right
Oh,
to
alright.
match 3. And then you'll get these like special bubbles as well. But it's cool. All the characters are like, there's a lot of different characters, and there's what is it? 7 new playable characters, 6 hidden opponents. Wait. No, anyway, there's 23 characters. That's what it is. But like you have to do this dumbass thing as you're selecting a character. The timer is counting down because it's based on an arcade game, so it's all time.
Oh.
So as the time's counting down, if it's on a specific number of seconds, you have to hit a certain button a certain number of times to unlock special characters. But that's how you get these like cool ass demon
okay.
witches and fucking
Dude.
ghouls and devils and
I like that.
yeah. But a lot of the characters too are also based on tarot cards.
Nice.
Yeah, it's pretty metal.
Fuck yeah.
And it's also really really fun.
Oh,
puzzle
that
game.
too.
Yeah, that was basically a week for me. Y'all play any Magical Drop 3?
no,
No.
no.
The
Did
only
you-
thing I was dropping was I would scoot mine because I only
Frames in
played.
PUBG.
I haven't played
I'm trying to say
I haven't played PUBG again. I haven't played it in so long, but
You probably don't have to, man.
Oh,
All
okay.
Cheaters, you know.
the only 2 games, 3, played Mega Man's. And
Oh
then,
yeah, Mega Man X.
Yeah, I beat the Chameleon dude.
Nice.
So that's where I last left. That game's fun, man.
Yeah.
On the Wii U Virtual Console, man, that's dope.
I almost bought that game on 3DS the other day.
You should. You really should. I like it a lot.
The music's really good.
Music's spectacular.
Wait until you hear like the Power Glove covers. Of,
Oh, I've already
of a
heard
Storm
some
Eagle, I
covers like Smooth McGroove.
Oh
You
yeah,
know
yeah.
it is.
Oh, yeah,
He
yeah,
does
yeah.
one of Mega Man X songs. Other than that, Street Fighter 5. So remember like a couple episodes ago, I was like, I'm playing to learn. I don't really have rage anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's out the window.
Gone.
Yeah, I'm like fully shouting, slamming on my fight stick, rage again.
You're in it.
And then I'm hearing my girlfriend go to the room like, "Are you okay?" Like,
No.
you understand? No. But no, I've really, just been chucking away at that, trying to get better and better at it. I'm still on that line between bronze and I guess ultra bronze.
Sure.
So
yeah.
like
the bronze.
I'll get the bronze, like ultra bronze. I'm just like, dude, I'm fucking esports ready. and then like some dude just comes in and legit just choke slams me, and I get back down to bronze. I'm like, well, that was fun.
Ah.
That was fun. I'll see you again in a couple minutes. But yeah, other than that, it's still a lot of fun to play. I think if I were to ever get in more into esports gaming, whatever the fuck you want to call it, Street Fighter V would be my main candidate. Either that or Counter Strike, but that's a whole other story.
Oh god, don't Counter Strike. Just get away now.
Yeah,
Run away.
yeah, seriously. And then other than that, Fallout. I was talking to Matt earlier. I don't know if you heard, Joe, but I really need to stop playing Fallout. Like I did. I completed the last DLC, which was awesome. It's set in the Grand Canyon, and you are between these two tribes that are like extremely indigenous. Like they have like the whole get up and everything. And I think at the end, it's like you either have to kill or come in terms with the other tribe. But I of course just kill the other tribe.
Yeah.
But now I'm at the point when it's just I'm such a high level. I think I'm level 50 now actually. So whenever I do any like the stuff in like the main quest stuff, I'll get like 10 experience points as opposed to like the thousands I would
Nope.
get. And I'm just like, there's no point to really keep playing now. I mean,
Nope.
I don't know. I'm gonna try to wrap it up though because there's a lot of other fucking games I need to play in my life. But Fallout just takes so many goddamn hours of the day.
You're almost there.
I know. Next one's near. I'm just gonna go full steam ahead.
My fucking dude.
Yeah.
Did you ever beat Doom? Never mind. Sorry. I'm sorry.
God damn it. Someone else go. I'm done. Stop.
Mark.
I have a surprise.
Come on.
Please God.
No, we didn't play Dota.
Wait, I'm waiting for the surprise.
Well, it's for Switch.
There's that agent game. Hold on.
No.
That's what I was trying to remember.
No, I got back into Zelda.
He's talking about Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, the one I gave so much shit for.
Yeah.
I know my eyebrows are on the top of my head right
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can see him up there.
I decided to get over my own bullshit with it. Because I just need to, like Zelda has a narrative, but it's not a good one. And when they do have a good one, it's not really the focal point. It's like the side quests that are usually pretty good. I'm not giving a fuck about the side quests right now in this game. I've just thrown that care for me out the window because I always felt pressured. You know,
Yeah.
They have limited time to go save this world. Stop lollygagging. You know, they stop going fishing. Stop picking up pots. Just go
pot.
Murder, death, kill is pretty much the route I'm on while while exploring.
Yeah.
You know those temple what are they called? in this game?
Shrines.
Not the shrines. The
Divine Beasts.
The divine beasts. They're considered a side quest in this game. You know that, right?
Will you stop it? God damn it.
Stop it.
But it's like the bigger of the side quest though.
But it's still a side quest.
it's
I
not.
can confirm it.
Stop telling him to go play the game however you
But
want
it's
to play
the
the
one that
goddamn
has
game.
like legit cutscenes for it, and it has background to it. You have to go to the spots and take pictures to learn more about it.
Plus, they're fun to explore.
Like side
I just
quests?
wanted to get challenged.
I'm the same pet. It's side quest.
Anyway, so the game. Wandering
so
through
I
the
just-
world.
So I'm decided to traverse more to the west
Mm-hmm.
because I'm trying to find out the bird place.
Yes.
I reached snowy areas, was not prepared for.
Oh, yeah, no.
So I'm just like, fuck, I'm just getting hurt because the snow is hurting me because I don't have clothes for it. I only
like,
just
'cause you're
have
cold.
I just have a coat and that's it.
Yeah.
My hat or pants are not frost resistant or whatever.
You can make a dish.
I didn't have enough food or ingredients, or I couldn't find a freaking
Yeah.
thing in it. There was no villages. So where I'm at. So I just had to like keep eating food, just to replenish my health, and
Right.
not really worry about fighting, just worrying about like survival at this point.
I
So
forget, you can find peppers somewhere.
like I ate them, but like they weren't cooked.
No, that's the thing. You got to get the peppers, combine them with like a big piece of meat.
Well,
And
yeah.
then- yeah.
Like I had some ingredients, but I didn't have anything to make it with. I couldn't make a fire where I was at. I couldn't do it. I mean, I did it eventually, but just at first I just couldn't.
Yeah.
So I was like, here comes these bokoblins on horses. I can't find them. I can't do it. So I just shot one off a horse, took his horse,
Perfect.
and just ran to
Perfect.
wherever I could. Just ran
That's
through the
what's
snow.
up.
Yep.
Found a labyrinth.
Yeah, you texted me that picture of that labyrinth, and I've never seen that place at all.
It looked like a QR code on the map.
Yep. Mark was like, "Hey, have you been to this place?" And I was like, "Yeah, top right." And he was like, "No."
Top
And I was like,
left.
mhm.
And I asked my friends. They're like, "No, we did top right and bottom right." And bottom
There's
right.
a
I'm like,
bottom
"Oh,
right.
so there's
I ran
one
into
in."
the one in the bottom right.
So I'm assuming there's one in every corner.
There's
yeah,
a
it's
bottom
one,
right?
Yeah, it's near that sand town where you had to dress as a woman to get in.
That's bottom left. But either way,
All right, well, there's one around there.
I haven't done that one either. Like 100 hours in this fucking game, right? And there's still like, I love that part of it. I love
So,
that.
I explored every part of it, and like there's a shrine hiding in the center of the whole thing, but it's all gated.
That's how they usually are. You
And
gotta,
I
like,
don't know how to get in, but it looks like there's a way above, but I don't know how to get above. So I just like I'll just come back.
Yeah,
I'm not
I
worried
think,
about it.
if I remember right, I think there's switches and stuff in the
There's-
labyrinth.
yeah, you gotta, like,
to
wander
open
through.
gates.
Because I could see pathways above me. but
Yeah,
I don't know how to get up to it because there was nothing. I'll probably miss something really.
there's
obvious.
something you have to walk through the labyrinth until you find a spot where you can magnetize something and move something and turn a switch and
Now
hit a
this is
thing.
all while taking cold damage, but I found out if you have a torch in your hand,
Yeah.
you do not get hurt
Yeah.
because the temperature thing goes all
Yep.
the way up. So I had to like, you can't put away the torch.
Right.
I have to throw it,
Throw it and then
kill an
stand near-
enemy,
Yep.
pick it back up, so
But
I
it's
don't
like-
have to relight it.
You can do that, or you can cook the dish, or you can get clothes. Like, there's so many weird little ways that this game lets you.
Yeah, I mean, eventually I found a little like bokoblin hideout that was cooking and had a little like
Nice.
kennel thing or whatever. so I
There's
can-
one. I think there's one in Kakariko.
Maybe I'm too far away from that.
Well, you could.
I mean, I could have teleported, but I don't feel like doing all that.
Yeah, you could do the shrine. If you've done the shrine right by Kakariko, you can
Mhm.
always teleport right to there, and then teleport back to a shrine that's close to where you were. You know what I mean? Like
Can you
that's
teleport to shrines or is it the towers? So I thought it was
Shrines.
just the towers.
you can go to shrines
You can go to
Oh.
if you've
shrines.
completed the shrine.
Mhm. And there's that one that's like right on the hill, Kakariko.
Yeah,
you
it's
just
right
jump
up
off
top.
over like a river.
Yeah, I
I
don't
thought
feel
you-
like going back to the east side just yet.
If you ever need to cook though, like I know there's a
Yeah.
spot there, but that's the thing too is like as you're uncovering the map, if you find any of those little cooking pots, drop
Yep.
a little
That's all I've been doing.
marker. You've been building your map along the way.
Yeah, that's all I'm trying to do is just build a map, cook, and then I want to get the divine beasts, and then try to get the master sword, kill Ganon, and then that ending cutscene where she's all like, "We have to restore the world." And it's like, all right, so now's where all the side quest shit comes in.
So what?
You
this,
gotta let
this,
go of that narrative part.
I do.
like,
God,
this,
it's so
this
stupid.
labyrinth thing. What happened? Like what? Is this
It's a
just
shrine in the middle of it, and you're trying to get through the labyrinth to unlock the shrine to complete the challenge.
Yeah, but I couldn't get to it.
And you know the mechanic of the shrines. The shrines give you like little pieces to reinvest in the
I don't
stamina.
know
or
anything
heart.
about this game, so this is
Oh.
all news.
So
to me.
like instead of dungeons
yeah.
that Zelda used to have, they decided
Wow.
to make little digestible versions. Okay, so there's 4 dungeons in Breath of the Wild, but
that
they
are
all-
side quests.
Yes. I guess you could say that for all of them. No. But now they're like these little condensed, digestible little mini dungeons with tiny puzzles in them to get like this orb. Get enough orbs, you can spend
Orb,
them
that's
to
what they were.
increase your health or stamina. That's all they're good for. But they're all littered throughout the world.
But like
So-
the heart, but the hearts can be considered a level for a certain spot in the game
yeah.
for a certain item.
You'll find these random little mazes just like throughout the
Yeah.
map.
Yo, that's wild.
Yeah, Breath of the Wild, indeed.
That's what
Yeah.
they call it then.
Yep.
My favorite shrine still is the one that me and you had the fucking identical note and we didn't even realize it.
Where we were drawing
Yeah,
the
yeah.
orange. Yep.
Yep. That's still my favorite one, I think.
Yeah, so I'm just trying to. I see the airship, the giant bird,
Yeah.
but I haven't found the villager way to get up to it yet. I got to get closer, I guess. But like, I kind of got sidetracked because the way I was going, I couldn't go the way I actually wanted to. I don't have enough stamina to climb a lot of this stuff, so I have to like take the hard way around.
That's part of the fun, man, is building up all that shit and then
Yeah.
finally get it. Yeah.
And like Nintendo's philosophy, it's always gameplay first, everything else is second. And I need to keep that in mind with this. So now I'm just at the point where, yeah, it's like, whatever. I just need to just play it. Don't worry about anything else. Just play it.
Yeah, Zelda's not real. You gotta remember that. Like, she's there, but she's all right. She's gonna be fine.
But that pressure, man, it's still there.
No pressure.
Majora's Mask gives you that pressure, and it's not even Zelda, but it's like, oh, you're timed, and it's like you're
Well,
not. Are
no-
you really timed? Because you can just keep resetting it.
You can, but this is totally artificial.
I
you
know,
don't have to. She's gonna be okay.
but I like the role play.
Yeah.
You know, it's an action RPG,
Yeah.
so
Time was
But-
against me, you know.
I quit everything.
Matt gets it.
Just run for the fucking middle, man.
But yeah, but surprisingly, because of the direct, it actually
Yeah.
pushed me to play it,
I'm excited. I'm very
which is
excited
strange.
for you.
It's strange that it took that.
It was that, like, I think part of the, like, it being the 1 year anniversary of Switch, that moment in the direct we'll talk about, but then you playing it too. Now I'm like, I need to go back. Like, I never did. I bought the DLC, but I've yet to do the Trial of the Sword or any of that shit.
Like-
I want to go back to it.
I mean, like I said before, like, it's always been a fine game. Like it's just it's not what I had in my head, and I like to romanticize a lot with things that I really care about. So everything seems better in my head than what it really is. So I always liked the more core, difficult technique side of Twilight Princess. But if that was implemented into this world, it
Yeah.
would be perfect. So I just that was my only issue, was that a lot of that got sacrificed. So because basically I just wanted to be a Souls game.
Dude,
But-
Dark Souls is dope though.
Well, because Dark Souls to me always seemed like an advanced Zelda game.
Yeah.
Doesn't hold your hand. You go explore.
Yeah.
You go into dungeons.
I could see that.
And like the combat, well, I can't say how advanced that really is. I mean, you do have your weak and heavy attacks.
In
But-
this, in Breath
yeah,
of the Wild.
Well, in Souls games,
Yeah.
Breath of the Wild, you just have the one combo.
Yeah.
It's very
There's
minimal.
a couple other
Simplest.
ones.
It's more simpler.
But
yeah.
Twilight Princess, depending on how you're targeting, depending on your joystick, would determine your strikes.
Yeah.
And then different moves you could do, like two-handed strike or like sword planning and like finishers and shit. Like you don't have any. You just have a slow motion thing. Whack a
No,
lot.
you've got stuff in this.
You can't do vertical and horizontal stuff anymore. It's just a one combo.
I think it depends on the weapon you have.
Yeah.
If it's just a sword, you just have that unless you hold it in. If you have a spear, you can only poke. You can't do like sideswipe stuff. You can't.
Yeah.
Like each weapon has its own combo, but that's it. Like it's not that in depth.
Jesus.
But yeah, so yeah, I'm just gameplay now. I'm enjoying it. I'm getting over my own bullshit.
Nice.
So I am the obstacle.
I'm excited for all the weird shit you're about to find.
Yeah. And that's all. Other than Splatoon,
Yeah.
getting back into.
Yeah.
That's pretty much all I've been playing. I've been eyeing up. What's the Aegis game on Switch?
Age of Defenders.
Defenders. Yeah.
Aegis Defenders, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know Shovel Knight's in that?
I did not.
You watch the trailer, and after it shows the Switch logo, another clip pops up,
Interesting.
and you can play as Shovel Knight.
Dude, Shovel Knight's in Dota.
So
too,
now
as
it's
well.
like, so I'm like, every time I see Shovel Knight as
Did
a
you
guest
really?
character, I gotta.
Don't say anything.
I
I just
gotta
wanted
play.
to click the Dota button.
Yeah, I didn't know that at all.
Yeah. So like, I've been eyeing up that game for like a good 2 weeks. And I'm just like, haven't bought it. I should buy it. So I think I'll do it.
Yeah, look at him. Old Shovel Knight.
Yo, that's him.
Yeah, he disappeared, but yeah. Matt?
I returned to Yarden for a bit.
Really?
Not for long. Maybe about 15 minutes to half an hour.
Nice.
I create my new character, Fuckboy.
Oh, all right.
He's all white. Like, he's like white.
Pale.
Pure.
Very,
Like the actual
very,
shade. Just
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
White hair,
Yeah.
white.
I
Like,
think I made everything that way. Yes.
Like
Nice.
I made this character a while back, but I hit the first lamp, and then I realized I was really drunk to play that game. So,
Ah.
That is not a game to play
no.
drunk.
Is the
Um,
hex code number all zeros or all Fs?
0.
Fs. No, 0 is black.
It is.
Oh
I don't
yeah.
know.
Yeah, I think so.
I'll.
Yeah. So F.
Yeah.
So yeah, I went the back way through the first part of that game. I didn't go through the 2 werewolves at the bridge. I went.
Ooh, that's
The
my
hidden-
favorite part.
I went to the hidden path to the left. I went to the back way to get into that bridge where you can avoid the werewolves.
Oh,
And,
yeah. I found
and,
that
uh,
eventually.
And I saw the cleric beast. I was like, I'm ready for you. I wasn't ready for him, and he kicked my ass. And then I got to the hunter's dream. I was like, I returned. I might stick around for a bit. I
Man,
don't
you're
know.
playing Buttborn and Earthbound.
Well, the reason why I played Buttborn is because I don't have to play Earthbound anymore. I beat it.
I knew it. When you texted that thing, I was
beat
like,
it.
I know
Yep.
what that is.
It is complete.
What did you send?
He said he kept saying Matt is praying, but he kept messing with the word Matt, so only letters were missing in it.
Oh, really?
You know, time
I
number
didn't
9,
see
you
it.
hit the pray button.
I didn't even see it.
Yeah, you might have to scroll a bit.
And-
But
yeah, at some point.
Oh,
But yes,
damn it.
Yes, I beat Earthbound. I have saved planet Earth.
Okay, so
uh,
disclaimer. Is it safe to say there's going to be spoilers incoming? Or
I'm aware of all this. I haven't beaten it, but I'm aware of everything before I even got into
I
it.
love that that's our rule mostly. It's
What?
like, fuck the listener, but as long as we don't spoil it for one of us.
I mean,
Well,
my
we're
thing
just
is,
they
this
can
is
always
a
fast
game.
forward, too.
No, I
This is
know.
one of those things from, what was it, 95?
It was
Yeah.
late, wasn't it?
Yeah, but we just did that with something else where we didn't spoil it just because one of I don't, anyway, yeah. It's an old ass game.
But yeah, shit got real weird.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Would you say out of body experience?
Yeah,
Ah,
that's
yeah.
one way of putting it. Even before that, though, fucking going to Stonehenge and diving deep into there.
Oh, yeah.
It's it was good. I can't say enough how much I appreciate the pacing of that game. It like from the point because at Foreside you start to be like, all right, well you gotta go to the 5th town, and you're gonna deal with the problem there. But then no, it honestly after Foreside
Everything's different.
you get the Soundstones like 4, 5, and 6 in less than a half an hour if you have a decent.
It sounds
level
like a short
party.
game.
But then like after 6, things happen, they get real. At this point, the game just starts getting it snowballs in
Yeah.
the weirdness. Like it's got its charms and it's this little corpse, but then the corpse snowball and snowball and snowball to the point where you're playing 8-bit zoomed out in a dinosaur land. the whole aesthetic changes there.
Oh, yeah.
Aren't 2 Soundstones there? The last one's there.
I don't remember now.
See, like all these other town stuff, I know nothing about or like the details in them. I just know the end game.
And then like once you get teleport, the good one, the one that Pooh has, the one where you go in a circle, the good one. The game like opens up, like it tells you where to go, but it really opens up into you teleporting back and forth between towns to investigate different things. I can't appreciate the pacing of that enough. Because at Foreside, I felt it a little bit. I was like, man, I can't. Like I'm going to, but if I kind of have to solve another town's problem before the stone or the noise or the music or whatever,
Yeah.
I was gonna be like, ugh, all right, here we go. But no, I appreciated that very much. And that game is hard at the very end.
Not
Yeah,
easy.
it is.
It is. It just
The
ramps
final
up.
boss.
Not even that. Just the Ghost of Starman and the
Oh,
star
that final like
the
maze.
star
yeah.
storm
Yep.
move. It just fucks you up, and I hate it that you can cast your shield, your psychic shield, but if you don't cast it first, you're fucked.
Yep.
And then Paula dies, and then you're really fucked if Paula
Yep.
dies. But yeah, that journey there to the end, and then you have your little Alabadi experience, and then you go climb through some weird white-looking cavern thing, and then you go to the umbilical cords, Bloodborne, and there he is, the fucking weird-ass looking thing himself.
So good.
The music in that is
Yeah,
horrifying.
How did you like that whole thing?
That I've seen the final boss battle, so
Yeah.
the
It's
thing,
a very popular image.
Yeah.
the
that final boss.
the mechanic with Paula, I knew already. I didn't
Oh,
have
really?
Yeah, I didn't have to figure that out.
Oh man, that was
I-
the best moment of discovery for me. Like when I was like, "What the fuck am I supposed to do?" And then I'm like, "Oh my god, it's right there. I've not. It's that one thing I haven't done. It's the only thing I can do. It's the only thing I have left to do." Holy shit! Oh, it was so cool.
I knew it though. I said going into this.
Did it
I
still
know
have like
everything.
the impact though?
Oh yeah, definitely. Because I didn't. The cutscenes I forgot about.
Yeah.
And then the last one, the thing where like you were the last person that had to pray essentially. Then
I'm getting chills.
You just keep inflicting damage. But fucking Giygas is flipping out. Is looking crazier and crazier. I'm on the verge of having a seizure. That's
keep saying your name and hurt me and whatever.
Oh my god, so fucked up. But even Pokey, like fuck him.
Yeah,
but
he's a little rat bastard.
the fate of him, man, just like tortured and fucked up by Giygas and.
Oh boy, not a kid's game.
No, it's not.
Very
not
misleading.
Especially not at the end there.
Mm-mm.
I would say up until Moonside.
Yeah.
You can.
Probably all right, and then it just.
Yeah, it got really weird.
Man.
But it is completed. I made a couple save states. I don't know if I want to go back to them right away, but I know there's some. I just wanted to roll the credits.
Yeah.
But I know there's some stuff you can do after the fight once you're back with Ness. Like, I'm sure I'm able to buy that house now and on it. The one that's to the left of the map before that has the view of the ocean.
I don't think you can.
Oh, really?
I think you can.
See, I haven't forgotten about that house yet. So I really wanted it. But it's over. It is completed.
Cool.
I'm done with an RPG for a bit.
Yeah.
You're not jumping right into Final Fantasy?
No. I can't do that right now.
What about Mother 3?
So if only there was a sequel.
That is the question here. How do you feel about Mother 3 now?
I do really want to play it. I'm not playing in Japanese Japanese.
You don't have to. There's a fan translation.
I don't.
I'm saying, are you gonna wait and see if they officially do it?
Yeah, I'm not in a rush to play it.
You setting a deadline?
Give me a deadline. I'll play it when it comes.
Well, it's gonna get announced at the next Direct, so we won't have much.
Remember what I said earlier about Joe predicting the Direct? Like you're gonna hit maybe at some point, but
just throwing it out there every single time.
Yeah, but that was my the weekend here.
So I have another question that kind of relates to that. Do you now want to go back to Earthbound 0 or Earthbound Beginnings?
No, because I read the story.
Okay. Because I think that's.
So did you see
now
what
I
Giygas
think
looked
about
like
it,
before?
I haven't seen screens, so I'll take a look.
Well, that's gonna be my next RPG. I think I really want to.
Earthbound Origins.
You've seen them, right?
Because I played. Well, I played. I played when it was Earthbound 0. When I was floating around the internet.
Yep.
For forever or something. I played that, and that game just punched me right in the fucking face.
Yeah.
So
you can play the Tomato, the guy that did the largely the work. Yeah. There's a patch.
There's like an easy mode, right?
Yeah. It's a patch that gives you a ring that basically just helps you grind XP a little bit faster. Because that game is fucking brutal. The Mother one.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely going to be... After Mega Man X, I'm going to buy that on Virtual Console.
You've seen what Giygas looks like in that, right?
I actually haven't.
Oh.
No.
Mewtwo.
Yeah, like it's pretty much a precursor to Mewtwo.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, because the company from that turns into Game Freak. And so there's a lot of Earthbound in Pokemon. Yeah.
That's awesome. I didn't know that.
That's probably why Psychic's even a type.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Now I really want to play it.
I'm going to find...
Oh, you should also check out if you haven't yet, the Japanese live... No, is it Japanese? No, it's American. Wait, the commercial?
It's Japanese.
I've seen that. Japanese. I've seen that.
Dude, if there was a movie like that, that's like so like eerie but cool.
Dude,
yeah.
That's wild.
Yep.
I think it's like the same sort of music too.
It's all, yeah.
So from what I remember, Earthbound Beginnings, it's kind of like, or Mother, it's kind of like Earthbound or Mother 2 was like almost a remake of it. Like a lot of the shit carried over.
It's honestly, it's what Nintendo did with all of their 16-bit stuff. Like, Super Metroid is almost Metroid 1.
It's just an advanced version.
It's advanced. Oh, it's super.
It's basically Super Mother. Basically.
Yeah, it's like Link to the Past, to Zelda, Mario.
Super Mario World is basically...
Why didn't they call it Super Zelda, man?
I don't know.
Dude.
Super Zelda. Yeah. Well, I'm real stoked that you.
I'm very happy.
I guess
Yeah.
it's my turn.
Yeah.
That and Bloodborne.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
No, Bloodborne first.
You have a whole year. You're okay.
Well, we are gonna take a break, and when we return, that's right, the moment you've all been waiting for. We'll talk about the Nintendo Direct. So, hey, use this opportunity during the break to go watch the Nintendo Direct if you didn't, because you should have. And then we're gonna talk about how we feel about everything. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Time to talk about the most exciting thing that's ever happened in the history of things. At least for now. Or, till E3 or Mother 3, whatever. Nintendo Direct happened this week. Kind of out of surprise. I'm not as surprised as some of the other ones. Like, when it happened, I was like, oh shit, cool. All right. But that makes sense because it's a year anniversary.
I expected one around the year.
I predicted it.
Yeah.
But there were a lot of surprises within this announcement.
Yes.
Two big ones, primarily Smash Brothers and that Splatoon 2 single player update, which I did not expect to get playable Octolings. But yeah,
That should have been there from the start. I feel like for multiplayer, Octos against Squids, it just makes sense.
yeah, I agree.
So maybe they finally noticed that.
Yeah. We'll talk a little bit more about that later. I want to save those big two because I think those are the big
Yeah.
two. Well, there's a lot of big stuff. But let's run through real quick. Actually, get right to the 3DS stuff. So they kicked off the Direct top notch.
When I first heard this, before we even got into it,
Yep.
I was like, ugh, this just wasted space for more Switch stuff. And I was just like, was not looking forward to it. Boy, was I glad to be so fucking wrong.
I think everything on the 3DS that they announced was solid gold, like WarioWare Gold.
Oh my God.
So yeah, August 3rd, WarioWare Gold. It seems to be like the Mario Party 100 approach. Let's do a best of the best with some new stuff, right? Am I?
Yeah, they kind of advanced the art a bit too.
Yeah.
So not everything's all pixely and limited. It's more it kind of looks more similar to Game and Wario.
Yeah. It's got that. Yeah.
I like that direction.
But I don't know, man. WarioWare's back as well
So
as
cool.
Luigi's Mansion, which is getting remade for 3DS. Which I've been wanting a remake of that game for a while.
Mhm.
I also wanted it on Switch.
Same
But-
thing
you
with
got one of the
WarioWare.
two.
Same, yeah. But I think the fact that both of these are coming to 3DS means, hey,
A
'cause-
sequel.
I wonder how much of WarioWare Gold is importing the stuff from WarioWare Touched, the DS one.
Right.
Bringing those games across.
It can't be doing the ones from the Wii.
Right. No, yeah,
No.
no.
See,
there's
Switch
no
would
way.
have that.
But I think this is just enough to get renewed interest in both of these games
Yes.
or both
I
of these
agree.
franchises.
So yeah, that's when I'm gonna speak with my wallet. Definitely.
Yeah, I'm buying both of them. I have to, even if I never finish them. It's funny because after the Luigi's Mansion thing, I was like, yeah, and I jumped back into Dark Moon this week. Nah,
No.
it doesn't.
I love the consensus. Whenever I talk about Wario with somebody, they're like, I love WarioWare. It's like,
Yes. Yep. No
Yeah.
one hates it. No
Yeah.
one can hate it. And the fact that they, yeah. Mario and Luigi, Bowser's Inside Story, and Bowser Jr.'s Journey getting reimagined,
they
remade.
keep adding more to it, which is interesting.
Yeah. Well, what was the one they just remade?
The first one,
Just Mario and Luigi.
Superstar Saga.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Superstars? Yeah. So they remade that one, and now this one not due out until 2019, which means that the 3DS will be 8 years old and still getting a new title, at least one
It's
new
the
title.
PS2 of Nintendo's.
Yeah, really, man. But yeah, they're remaking it, I guess, in the same kind of engine, same style, but remaking another one of the 3DS games.
Was that just a DS game? Bowser's Inside Story? I thought that was a 3DS game.
I wouldn't know.
Uh,
It's not on top of my head.
it was a DS game,
Oh, okay.
so
Oh yeah, because that one was neat because you could just play as Bowser
yeah,
and do kaiju battles.
yeah. But now remade in that new art style.
I guess they're going that direction with everything.
Mm-hmm.
It's not bad, but it was charming with the older style too.
Yeah, I agree. We also had Dylan's Dead Heat Breakers.
Now this I actually was interested in because it was funny that this came up because about like a week ago or a couple days ago I was actually thinking about Dylan because I wanted to play the first one and I forgot all about it. And I was like, I wonder if I would like Dylan because I think it was just like a platformer or like some kind of action game. I don't know what kind of game it was exactly, but I just like that. I think it was a Smash trophy as well.
Yeah, he was an assist trophy.
So like, is that a first party Nintendo game or is that a?
It's not.
Or is it like pseudo? I don't know.
I think it's one of those things like there was another one.
Kind of like Bayonetta where it's like not just Nintendo, it's like shared.
No, hold on.
Either way, like I was really interested in that. And so I don't know if you can, is the first one even on the 3DS? I feel like it is. I feel like it was in the 3DS era when it came out.
Yeah, they're all 3DS era. That was the big thing about them is that they were like...
Because this is a second game, I think.
No, I think
No?
it was like the third or fourth.
Yeah, but yeah, I like the design of that character. It feels fresh to me. Especially with this new game, how it's being played like an action combat racer. There's not a lot of those that isn't kart.
Yeah. This is... No, they're a Japanese developer, but they are not owned by Nintendo. Vanpool is the developer.
Cool.
They did... Hold on. Okay, that makes a lot more sense now that I look at it. They have a lot of history with Nintendo.
Oh, okay.
They developed the mini games in Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga.
Oh.
They've almost exclusively worked on Nintendo platforms since they have outside of like one random mobile game since 2003.
Now the me inclusion is a little.
I'm tired of me's, but whatever.
These are like Fermies. I don't.
Yeah, I don't.
It's kind of it's funny, but whatever. I'm trying not to focus on that part, but
No, this is the third game in the Dylan's Rolling Western series.
Really?
And then this one's a tower defense style. And then Detective Pikachu, which
I like this.
I haven't paid attention to that game at all, other than like the amiibo and the Ryan Reynolds and.
So you haven't seen like an actual, besides this one, you haven't seen like a trailer?
This is the first time I had seen gameplay or I still don't know what the fuck's going on in that game. Is it like
It's a boy trying to look for his dad.
But like, what's the gameplay? You're just wandering around.
It's like not necessarily point and click, but it's like a narrative, like 2D adventure game with some like mini games thrown in that are kind of 3D-ish.
All right, that makes sense, I guess.
I don't want to say QuickTime, but something of that nature.
So of these 5 games announced for 3DS that will be out in the next year, what are we getting here?
WarioWare.
A WarioWare and Luigi's
WarioWare.
Mansion, I think, are too easy.
I'm not getting Luigi.
Luigi, I never got into, but I wouldn't mind starting with this one and then trying the second one and whatever. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do it right away.
The second one is fine.
I've seen everything.
The mechanics of the second one are a lot better. It just because the first one is so short. The second one, like,
I know it has multiplayer.
Yeah, and I really want to try that actually. But the first one's cool because it's just the mansion. You're in the mansion, period. The second one is you are in different areas. Like each stage, you're in different mansions or a hotel or whatever.
Oh.
But you don't. It's what am I trying to say? There's like level 1, level 2, level 3, and like you only have access to certain parts of the map per stage. And once you complete the goal, you have to leave and then go back in to do the second part of the goal. Like it's broken up in a weird way where it's kind of limited.
So do you want you to backtrack?
No, they want you to only go through a specific route. And then when you complete it, then you go back to the menu and you're like, okay, I'll do level 2 now. And you go back to where you just were, but you have different access
instead of just staying in there and finding keys to unlock different rooms.
Right. I just want to have...
I assume the first one is like that.
Yeah, the first one is just you have the whole mansion and
yeah.
you just unlock different areas of it as you go and you just go. This one was like gated, and it just. I wanted full access to these big ass. Anyway, Mario and Luigi.
Nah, I like it, but no.
Yeah.
Not for me.
Dylan.
Yes, I will actually do that.
I think I'm out on that one.
Detective Pikachu.
I'm intrigued.
I'm interested.
I don't know, man.
Hearing a 30-year-old mid-aged man voice Pikachu.
I mean, he's not
Quick
even
attack.
like, yeah, like, he's not even like in shape. He's just like a piece of shit.
I know
Pikachu.
it's
Yeah.
And I love that Pokemon is able to do this.
Yeah.
I just don't want to see too much of it.
fair.
I like it in small amounts. Like,
Yeah.
I just want like, because it's cool when they do like their side games. Like they have the mystery dungeons, they have Ranger, they have the puzzle games. So like, it's cool to see something with a little more, like, what's the word? Like, I guess linear narrative. I don't know. But it's funny that this warrants a movie out of all the Pokemon games.
I
Like
mean,
a live action one.
Yeah.
This is the one.
This is the one.
that triggered that.
Yeah. Whatever. We live in a weird world.
Yeah. Mewtwo's in the game. I don't know. It's a weird game.
Yeah, so I'm just curious to see how Pikachu turns out throughout the whole thing.
Give me a Pokemon Snap
I know.
somewhere.
I know.
Kind of miss it.
Yeah, that's
Get a dank ass amiibo.
I
I want a button that makes it talk.
Yeah. That's the next step for Amiibo, talking. So that was all our 3DS stuff. Then they moved into just Switch stuff. I'm just gonna kind of run through these headlines and we can just throw it out there. Kirby Star Allies, they showed off a little bit more of that. Announced that there's an update coming just like 2 weeks after the game's launch, adding new characters to the game, which is pretty cool. And I tried that demo this week, or we tried it together. Yeah.
It's Kirby.
It's Kirby. It's pretty.
yeah.
It's Kirby. You said you ran into frame rate issues.
I just realized the whole game is like 30, 45 frames, like TV.
Yeah. I don't know.
And then but the main menu is 60
yeah,
when
it's
they all
weird.
pop up. So it's like, I don't know, it's just because of use of assets where
Could
it's
be
like
it could be the demo thing too.
I'm hoping.
maybe. I hope maybe they'll patch it later and optimize it
Yeah.
better, because I just can't imagine a Kirby game using so much.
Yeah.
Like, it's 2D already, so it's like you don't have to worry about draw
I
distance.
mean, yeah, something's going on there because they're releasing that update 2 weeks after the fact.
Yeah, just
and I think
release the
that's
game
weird.
2 weeks later.
I-
Just push it.
So yeah,
Yeah, I
you
don't
may
know.
see optimization stuff as the year goes on.
Yeah, I mean the combinations are cool. It's kind of like very one trick pony-ish though.
It's a Kirby game,
Yeah.
you know.
It's not as
They-
complex as Kirby 64 with the combinations, but it does add a unique mix to a lot of it. It's basically just like elemental stuff being added to your weapons. That's from what I got from it. But I did like the rock ice thing, where you just become like a curler and you just bounce everywhere.
It's fun.
Yeah,
I don't know. Yeah.
Kirby.
Octopath Traveler.
I like that they kept the name.
Yep.
I'm done with this.
It's not Project anymore. It's just Octopath Traveler.
Octopath Traveler.
They couldn't change it at this point.
Yeah, they were
Yeah.
kind of locked into that. I don't know that
I'm tired of seeing it.
that
don't
game has
know.
a very specific audience. It's gonna love it. It's not for me, but I respect that Square Enix is doing that
Yeah.
still.
The trailer they showed before this one for Octopath Traveler, where it was like a developer diary.
Yeah.
I think that was more interesting than this one, because that was more focused on the feedback they got, and they broke down specifically what they did to improve it to make it feel more like a fluid game and not be boring and everything taking forever. Like they actually like cut a lot of that fat off, and everything's more accessible.
Yeah.
So like that's cool. You can skipping the dialogue's a lot better.
Yeah.
Running now, you don't have to walk everywhere.
That's yeah. They also announced that special edition that comes with like a pop-up book and a cloth map, which is neat. Like if that's the shit you're into, man, they're
might.
doing it.
I'm like on the fence about it.
Put it out.
Huh?
Just put it
Put
out.
it out. And this is Switch exclusive, right?
Yes.
A couple of ports making their way across. Actually, there are a lot of ports making their way across. Actually, now I'm looking at it all stacked. Most of this direct was ports. I'm So, yeah. Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition, May 18th. That was pretty good. It was just in and out, boom, boom.
Yeah.
Would you call that a port exactly if it's taken two versions and merging them into one?
It's a port of two games, combining them. It's a port.
Yeah.
Undertale, getting a port at some point.
Hyrule Warriors I do want, though.
Little Nightmares Complete Edition, coming May 18th as well, in addition to Hyrule Warriors.
Dude, that Pac-Man hood was cool.
That Pac-Man hood was scary as fuck.
I love that.
So you tap your Pac-Man amiibo to unlock the Pacu mask.
Which I have.
Do I have him?
Yes, you do.
Cool.
I see him.
Great.
Cali.
Yeah. Because I never played Little Nightmares. I skipped it.
We always wanted to. That was on
I
our
know.
list of what to play the next or whatever.
And we didn't. But now I'll just wait and get it for Switch.
Yeah.
Because everything's better on Switch. Dark Souls also getting an amiibo.
I have that pre-ordered.
The amiibo. God
You
damn.
can only do it in person at GameStop.
Interesting.
So, got that hookup.
Yeah. So is that the only use of it? Is just tapping that amiibo?
To do a taunt that's already in the game?
Yes.
I don't know.
I don't know what else it is. I don't know why else that. I mean, whatever.
If Breath of the Wild gets like an update to get like specific weapons from that game,
I'll be real.
that would
happy.
be pretty cool.
I was honestly hoping when they showed amiibo support for Dark Souls that they were going to add Nintendo weapons to Dark Souls. Like, scan Link, get a bow. Scan what?
Like a Skyrim thing.
I thought that'd be cool. Maybe down the line. Also, there's
That game looked good, by the way.
Game looked really good in motion, and we get a network test pretty soon.
Yes.
All systems get it, by the way.
Yeah. Yep. Not all systems get the amiibo, though.
That's true.
Couple more. South Park: The Fractured But Whole.
Unexpected, but cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is good for Nintendo.
Yep. April 24th. It's going to be the core game, and then all of the DLC is also available for purchase. Not included. It's not like a definitive edition, but everything day one will be there. Okami HD. So the one that came out like December or something for
This game will
consoles.
never die.
Nope.
But I'm happy that it's getting this treatment, though.
Yeah, and with it, handheld mode, you can do touchscreen.
If only Beautiful Joe had this treatment.
Give it time. Give it time. And then Crash Bandicoot, the Insane Trilogy, which I still hate the name of that. Just call it the fucking Crash Bandicoot Trilogy.
No.
All right.
It's insane.
All right. July 10th.
I'm buying it again.
Nintendo owns all mascots.
Yeah, I mean, at this point. Maybe he'll show up in Smash. I don't know. And then...
That's cool.
I know. Captain Toad Treasure Tracker. Also coming across.
I like this.
Yeah, I was real stoked. And that one's coming to 3DS as well. Captain Toad.
Which is interesting.
I wanted this for a while.
Same, I never played it.
I mean, I played it on Wii U, but I never finished it all the way. What I loved about this game was I beat it, and then it credits, and then a bird flies down and picks up Toad and carries him away, and you play through his Toadette. And it's like there's a whole other game. And then after you beat it as Toadette, there's a whole other...
All the puzzles are different?
Yeah.
With each...
Yep. It's really cool. So this, they're bringing it across with new levels based out of Super Mario Odyssey.
He has one of my favorite theme songs.
Captain Toad?
I love Captain Toad's theme song.
Not to jump ahead here to the Switch stuff, but you guys are familiar with Line, the messaging app that's very popular in other countries?
No.
So Line, it's a messaging app.
Okay.
You've heard of like what are the other ones? Viber or
No.
WhatsApp.
Oh, I've heard of WhatsApp, but I've
Okay.
never seen it in use.
It seems like there's different ones that are popular in different parts of the world. Line is a big one in Japan for messaging. And they have what do they call them? Toad is you can like follow Toad. No, you can like they have a weird messaging thing with Line where you can follow brands or characters or whatever, and they'll send
Oh.
messages to you. So Toad is someone you can, or through the Nintendo line
Okay.
thing,
Captain Toad or just
Toad.
Okay.
He'll send messages out randomly. You get like little Toad stickers or Nintendo stickers, but they have all this like exclusive art for Toad that he like dresses up and it's really neat.
Does he make sound effects?
I don't know.
He's just like,
We can, we can look into that. But what's neat is whenever there's a new game coming out, he'll send a promotional message to people who follow through line, and it's always got the art for the game, and they've put Toad in the cover art for whatever game it is, and he's like, I had to put myself here because I'm not in this game, and he always makes a joke about how games are coming out and he's not a part of them.
huh?
But when they announced Smash the other day, and in the line thing, and he said it, he did not mention that he's not in the game.
Oh shit.
And I think that, coupled with this Captain Toad treasure track report, is enough to maybe solidify Captain Toad coming to Smash.
He's the only one who can't jump.
That's yeah. So I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, that game looks dope. That one's out July 13th.
I'm on all these now. I don't.
I know. I wanted like something that day. I wanted Captain Toad.
It's fine.
Eh.
It's fine.
A couple other things along the way. We had some new footage, some new stuff out of Sushi Striker: The Way of Sushido, which was originally announced for 3DS last year during
See,
E3.
I knew it looked familiar.
Now it's coming to Switch as well. Both versions launch on June 8th. This looks really good. And it's like before this Direct, I was looking that up because I remembered it for some reason. And then I was excited it's coming to Switch. I don't know.
Yeah.
And then we saw our first look into Travis Strikes Again, No More Heroes.
Yeah. Very
What do you think
arcadey
of it?
looking.
Yeah, what did you think? Because I was like, oh, cool. But I have no, like, you were really...
It's very different from the ones I've seen.
Yeah.
It's not like that over-the-shoulder type, like...
Third-person action game.
Yeah, it's more like a top-down-ish. Well, I mean, maybe it was just from what they showed us. It just looks like that for that portion of the game. I guess the rumors are right about how it's not based on past indie games that Suda is working with, or Grasshopper, whatever.
Yeah.
But they are making original stuff, it seems.
There was footage from Nier.
Was there?
Yeah, there was that one shot where he, like, was slashing through something and the backdrop was from Nier.
Oh, so maybe he is? Maybe it's... I don't know. I don't know what to think of it, but I like it. I like that there is footage. I like that they showed something. It does look on the, like, lower budget side, but not in a bad way.
I
It
got
looks
that
limited,
too.
but I feel like what they're showing isn't a final product either. Because did he give a date for it?
No, it just says this year.
Right, so I'm not going to, like, judge it harshly or anything like that.
Yeah, but no, it did.
I
Look
like
a
that
little...
there's progress, there's development. We saw something.
Yeah, I mean that.
Plus, you can had a second player and play as Batman.
Yeah, I
So
like
it's
that a
fine.
lot.
So it's kind of like that, like the Twin Sanity Crash, but just co-op now. So it's like you're working with your like enemy.
But what's interesting is that game was announced but not even started when the Switch was. So that's only been in development for a year-ish, just over that.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Like official development, yeah, and then like a little less than that.
I
just,
think
like,
after
looking for
that,
people.
after Suda came out at that Switch announcement event, I think in interviews said that no progress, like they hadn't even started.
Yeah.
There was like pre-planning or whatever. I don't know.
Started off ambitious and just keeps going.
That's true. I think that is ARMS. There's a U.S. and Canada online tournament running from the 8th through the 18th. The 8 top players in these preliminary rounds will have an opportunity to move on to the finals online on March 31st. And then there's a new global test punch for ARMS, a.k.a. free weekend to play the game if you haven't bought it.
They're really trying.
March 31st, running for 3 days. Neither of you have ARMS. Are you going to play the test punch?
Nope.
I don't know yet.
All right.
But I know the winners would get custom art by the main guy
Oh, right.
because he loves drawing that shit.
Yeah.
And that jacket,
Dude,
I'm getting you that jacket.
I know.
You-
I almost bought, when I was in New York, I almost bought some ARMS merch.
Because like it matches the Joy-Cons. It's
Yeah.
that like highlighter yellow.
Yeah. It's really good. I like ARMS. I don't know.
Yeah.
I can't play it like.
I like it as a franchise. I just want more out of it.
Maybe I'll have a second win the same way I did with Splatoon, but I don't know. And then we had a big old look at Mario Tennis Aces. Sorry, I'm getting hungry. Mario Tennis Aces. We saw a lot of stuff.
A lot of good stuff.
Yes. So, Dr. Tennis, how do you feel about Mario Tennis?
This is everything I want in a Mario Tennis game.
I like how they're like, hey, we have all these neat zone tricks you can do, or you can just play without them.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean,
Yep.
they're
Guess
checking
who's-
every single box, and you can play as a chain chomp. So
Which is the mode everyone's gonna do is not the zone stuff, just basic.
I don't know. I like
as the main mode that you would play.
I mean, if we were playing against each other, yeah, you'd turn all that shit off.
Yeah.
Well, maybe. I don't know.
Ah.
I just saw it as like the Smash equivalent, where you get like, hey, you can use custom amiibos, or you can just play without them.
Now I think
Yeah.
that the competitive aspect of that's going to be your regular, simple rules. But
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
think,
yeah.
Motion controls.
I think motion would make sense, like if we were doing a Friday Night Pizza party and we were just
Yeah.
fucking around. But if I'm, sitting on the couch
Yeah.
playing, I'm not gonna dock my Switch and stand up. Like, all right, let me just.
The only thing with motion controls is it depending on what angle you hit the ball. That's how you're gonna probably get the lobs and the backspins and stuff. And I've never had good success with like consistently getting the right hit.
I might have to watch that trailer again,
I-
but it didn't look as articulate as Wii Tennis.
But I mean, the Joy-Con has so many different.
Right, like it has all those movements where you could do it, but from the way they showed it,
The way they showed
how
it
the
didn't-
kid like took his wrist and swung it, all it registered was just horizontal.
Yeah,
I do
we'll see.
wonder if they will accurately get the vibration to make it feel like you're hitting a tennis ball.
Oh.
Yeah,
That's the
Oh, I
one
want to
thing.
feel that.
probably. I can't see
I-
why not.
If
They're all
that's,
about that
if,
HC
that's,
rumble.
if that's a good vibration, I might do some motion
Marky
controls
Mark.
in that game.
Yeah, I see what yeah. June 22nd is the release date for that, which is a little bit later than I wanted, but
Yeah, me too. But
the other big thing about Mario Tennis Aces was that big tournament mode.
yeah, the multiplayer looked.
Yeah, multiplayer, like it's a whole
Like-
bracket system.
like online.
Yeah.
Before September.
Yes. Don't worry. In this press release, there's an asterisk right right attached to the
I saw
E on
that.
online. Yep.
I saw that when they were showing it.
So yeah, I don't know. I feel good about that. And then there's a pre-launch online tournament with details to be revealed in the future, but a free Mario Tennis Aces demo coming soon. For a limited time, players will be able to try out online tournament matches in the game before it launches.
It's weird how a lot of the games are online, but yeah, so it's a lot. It's weird. A lot of the games are online, like
Yeah.
Mario Kart, ARMS,
Mhm.
Splatoon. I guess this one. Yeah, I don't know. It's strange. There's not a real like official online thing implemented, but yet these games are still able to work.
Yeah.
Wait to Metroid. Metroid's going to be weird in the online.
Yeah. That and Smash. Well, yeah. But before Smash, so they wrap up the entire direct with a look at Splatoon 2 update. So the first thing we see is that in April, version 3.0 is coming. 100 new pieces of gear, more stages, and a new rank. Rank X.
Yeah.
X going to give it to you.
That's all I thought of when I saw
Yep.
that.
Thank you. for
Higher,
bringing it back.
higher than S+. So rank X is
Extreme.
creme de la creme. Then they cut to this shot of this fucking barren ass subway and an Octoling waking up. And I'm like, at this point,
Them hips don't lie.
well, they sexualized a lot of things, but
It was just so like unproportionate. It was weird. I was like, "Are you okay? Are you dislocated?"
I'm watching it and I'm like, dude, this is fucking dope. This is playable Octoling. What is this? What's this map? What is happening? And then a full single player expansion.
I was
$20.
getting like Let It Die vibes from it.
I was too.
That's exactly
Yep.
what he said.
Yep. It was just like fucking. It seemed like the Tokyo Death Metro, which I'm okay with. Actually, did I send you guys that picture? I don't
know.
think. All right.
I don't remember.
I have it saved or something. Someone made Uncle Death in Splatoon
Aw.
art. It's cool.
So I want to ban that.
I've been hanging out on Tumblr a lot this week, Matt. But yeah, so you're gonna be playing as Agent 8, an Octoling with lost memories. But they showed some fucked up shit in that trailer, like Octolings and tanks. Like, are they experimenting on? Like, were the Inklings experimenting on Octolings? That's some dark shit.
Yeah, who's the good guys here?
I don't know what's happening anymore.
The multiplayer kept saying it's good guy versus bad guys.
Oof. I don't know.
How
man.
deep is that? You know,
You had Pearl and Marina dressed up like Biggie and Tupac.
I did not realize that until that image surfaced.
Yeah, I didn't
Holy
either.
crap.
I didn't, because they flashed them so quickly, you know, whatever. But then
I just didn't expect Japan to like catch on or care about that.
I
That's
love it. The developers, they always like model this game after that like fucking cool
urban
skate
dystopian
punk. Yeah. It's so to pull in a Biggie Tupac thing makes sense. And then yeah, if you complete the expansion, you unlock the ability to play as Octolings in multiplayer. So it comes out this summer, $19.99. If you buy it now, you get Octoling themed gear to use right now. So what's really cool, another news story we kind of missed this week, gold points are now available for Switch. And while the last year you've been able to use gold coins to get discounts on 3DS games, or in some cases, you know, free games, 3DS or Wii U, now on Switch you can just cash in those coins as cash. So this
that's cool.
DLC is $20. I got it for like 10 because I used all my gold coins from the last year.
I don't
and
know
just
how many I have.
but it's cool. As you go to check out for something, if you go to buy it, it just says right along the side, use gold points. You click it and you choose how many points you want to apply to your purchase.
Oh, that's cool.
So I just went for it.
I'd rather have
Used
it that way too, so that way I know I'm using.
Yeah.
Yep.
It was really cool. And then I still, because I spent $10 on the purchase, I still earned more gold points for next time. Because any cash you actually spend, you're earning credits. So I did that. I got my gear ready to go. But that, I don't know, it looked really cool. Really, really, really cool. And then this is the best part. The whole week was amazing because they're like, cool, that's it. And I'm like, cool, solid direct. We got some cool ports coming. We got whatever.
Yeah, like they actually wrote me back in for Splatoon a bit too.
Yeah.
I was like, I wouldn't expect this kind of an update. This is like version
I would-
3.0
Yeah.
or whatever.
I was not expecting that big of a thing, especially with the DLC, the single player
You
stuff.
got that press release in front of you. Did they say anything about fixing their online matchmaking? No. Okay. Moving on.
Way to bring us back to reality.
But still,
Someone has to.
But still, like we were at the
Right.
end of it, and I was pretty happy. I was like, "It's good. I'm all right. Decent direct." And I'm like about to text you. Got just here we go. And then, fucking one more thing, and I'm like, "What?" And at this point, I had no idea,
Yep.
And just earlier that day, Matt and I were
mean,
talking about it, and we were like,
Had a feeling, but weren't sure.
"I didn't think Smash at all."
I did for a little bit.
When Matt and I that whole day, we were like, "All right, they can't do Smash. Smash is obviously an E3 thing. Like, it just wasn't even in my fucking brain." And they started showing the Splatoon thing, and I was like, "Splatoon cartoon?" Like, my first thing, I was like, that's fucking dope. And I'm looking at it, Matt just goes, "Dude, this is Smash." And I was like, fuck.
Right. And so when that feeling kicked in, I thought the ink was gonna make the logo.
So did I.
Boy,
Once he said that, I was looking for it.
I was like, boy, were we fucking wrong with that. It was even better.
And then they fucking, as soon as everything went dark, I was just done. Screaming, top of my lungs.
This is the only franchise that makes Nintendo look so hardcore.
Oh my god.
And just I don't know how to do it.
I don't know. I don't know, but
That was too intense, I feel like.
it was so good. It was so fucking good. And just a 12-second thing, 45 seconds technically, but I've watched it a few times.
But 30 seconds of it,
So many
you would
memes.
have
Yes.
known.
So many memes.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So many memes. It'll die by this week.
It's probably
That's
not.
what you think. So yeah, there's a Super Smash Brothers game coming to Switch in 2018. What do you guys think? We'll close out on this, but what do you think about this game? Is it a port? Is it a squid or is it a kid?
This has been a civil war.
Yeah, I know.
It really has been. Like, I think it's a new game.
I do too.
Someone put next month's Splatfest. Smash port versus original.
Yep, I saw that.
God, like
I think this is original because the
yeah.
font looks different.
thank you.
The logo's different. The logo's different. There's a couple of different things. The logo, the fact that if you looked at the copyright information, all of the ports that have come across, they say the
Originally,
span of years
copyright,
between
yeah.
original release and the port. This one's just 2018. And then Sakurai is on Twitter talking about the game a little bit.
he has little involvement with it.
Is that what he said?
Yeah, it was confirmed yesterday
Interesting.
that like he has involvement with it, but he didn't say how much or what exactly.
But he did say he'd been working on it day after day. That part of it. And it was like, he hasn't worked on anything since the last one came out.
And they all had 2 years apart prior. Like this one's been 4 years, I feel like, or something
No,
like
the
that.
other ones had like 7 years apart.
No, Smash and Melee were 2 years apart.
Yeah, but then Melee and Brawl were 7.
Was it really 7?
Yeah.
I feel like it was shorter.
No. Smash 1 was 99. Melee was 2001 with launch of GameCube, or just a month after. And then Brawl was 2008. And then Wii U 3DS were 2014. So it's 6 years. Which this one, I honestly, like, I can see them using the new engine. I feel like this one is probably heavily built on the back of the Wii U version, but they're going to bill it as a new title. You know what I mean? Like,
Because that's what we were talking about before. When a lot of things were being made for Wii U from the ground up, it was so that it would be more versatile and accessible to future platform stuff, so it's less development time.
Yeah, I think that makes sense.
But then there's the talks of people who are just like, it's going to be the old game, but with just new stuff added into it, like new costumes and stuff. Like, why would they just half-ass it? Why would they just make a new costume, so Link gets Breath of the Wild costume, but the same moves from
Yeah, no.
Wii U?
No, I think Link will be definitely...
Yeah, Breath of the Wild Link would not have a Gale Boomerang. That is strictly Twilight Princess.
No. He's different. The bigger question, like, not bigger, but like, is Mario going to be Cappy Mario, or is he going to be what he has been?
Probably.
How's that going to work?
Why? Like, I don't see why it would be Sunshine at this point. I don't see why Flood would even be a thing.
Yeah, I don't know. But that'll be out that's this year.
That's bold.
That's fucking cool.
Because, like, the only time I've been burned by Nintendo like that is with Wii U. Zelda has been delayed for like 4 or 3 years, and then it finally made it. But ever since Switch came out, they've been on time with everything that they announced.
Yeah, they can't fuck around with this. Now, with that, here's a scary thought. What if they approached Smash Brothers the way they approached Splatoon? Where Splatoon 2, pretty decent package from the start. You got a single-player campaign, you got multiplayer stuff. But here we are, just shy of a year, we're now getting a little bit bigger single-player expansion, and we're slowly getting little updates throughout. What if, at launch, Smash, let's say, obviously it's going to launch post this online thing in September, so like October, November even. If it launches then, and you get like 20 characters, but every month they add a new one. Free update, no charge. Maybe. Or I don't know what it looks like. What if that's how it is?
I mean, hasn't it kind of been like that?
Well, before they did that initial release, and then 6 months later they gave you Mewtwo, but he was paid.
Right.
I think the characters are paid.
Yeah?
I think the characters are paid.
But what if it's not... Fuck. I don't
think you can Splatoon this game.
I don't
it
think
just doesn't make sense.
But what if what if it's like... I don't know. You want to add... I don't know.
Like, I'm all for updating it with, new maps, especially as new games come out. Like, say, there's a Metroid 4...
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying, what if
map.
that's the reason that this game comes out so quickly is because you're going to get a smaller roster up front to give them time to continue to develop those other characters. And they roll out as free updates for a while until...
So it's like an unfinished game in a way.
That's what I... Like, you know what I mean?
Why are we saying this game's unfinished?
Not unfinished, but let's just put it this way, right? So let's say you get Mario, but you don't get Luigi at launch. Luigi doesn't come for 6 months.
I think this is going to be a full-fledged Smash game at launch.
And
This
then
thing's
get-
been cooking. This thing's been cooking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean-
I believe that too, but I can still. I mean, if I see them doing that, I feel like it's gonna just be with like stages or.
Yeah. I mean,
I can see it with characters too, but I think they're gonna keep.
I don't
a
think
lot
you can-
of
I
the veteran ones.
I agree. I feel like if you're gonna roll out characters, it would suck to put it out where it's the veterans aren't all there from the start. And does this include every playable character from the Wii U version?
I doubt that.
I think the roster's changing.
Yeah, like
Because
I
it's
don't.
a new game,
Yeah.
not a
Yeah,
port.
like I don't see for some reason I don't see Rosalina making it
Oh, all right.
because that's just that's a whole Wii thing. She's with that era. I don't see her crossing over. I mean, it would be cool if she does make it. I'm fine. I mean, I'm fine with keeping everybody from the last one. Well, mostly.
I would.
They can calm the fuck down with Fire Emblem a little bit.
Yeah, they can.
Yeah, that's what we were saying.
And then, like, I had friends arguing with me about Zelda characters. And they're like, there's been, like, 5 Links. I'm like, there's only been 3, but it's always been 2.
Yeah. Now,
like,
do you?
Toon Link took over Young Link.
Right. Do you think they'll add like any of the heroes from Breath of the Wild? Rivali or Boyfriend Shark or the Goron guy?
No, not playable.
If they do, I can see them being, like, a Final Smash type thing.
yeah,
But I wouldn't want them.
like the Divine Beast,
Or
that laser.
or like an assist trophy.
Yeah.
Where one of them is a divine, kind of like a Pokeball, but it's
Yeah.
always like one of the champions with a divine beast shooting a beam across the stage or something.
Yeah.
But no, maybe Zelda. I mean,
Yeah.
How
I
do you
mean,
get? Well,
she's in it,
Yeah.
but do you get Zelda that we've known in Smash, or do you get new Zelda to reflect the current?
I don't know.
I don't know. Doesn't old style Zelda play into that? Play into the way she plays, or
yeah.
are you reinventing Zelda?
That's what I'm saying. Like, do you?
Oh,
And what happens to Link? Like, is Toon Link going to be the default, kind of more traditional Link that we know from Smash, and then now Link in here is Breath of the... I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. It's super interesting because now you have the Sheikah Slate that could be used for special stuff now. Like bow could be the primary weapon. Sword could be secondary.
like say you got all those powers from the Sheikah Slate.
Yeah.
That you
So
can
for
use
your
as
bombs,
specials. Yeah.
stasis.
I don't know if you can do a stasis. Maybe you can. I was thinking like magnets.
I was gonna
though.
say like if Bayonetta can slow down time.
That's true.
Yeah. It's going to be an interesting game. I'm really excited to see...
I just think for all games, I don't see why Nintendo would decide to be lazy and just port a game at this point when it's always been something.
I don't
fresh
know if
and
it's
new.
necessarily being lazy. I think it's just a matter of trying to fill out the calendar year. And
Yeah, but people make the argument like, oh well, everything's just kind of imports. I'm like, but not everything. They still make new stuff.
they're still making new stuff, but I think also it's...
I can see them using the same engine,
Yeah, I can see that part.
but I think the characters are going to be worked from the ground up again, like new movesets and animations.
I
and
agree.
All that.
Yeah. So that in that shot they show that's a bunch of character silhouettes, and someone finally did, because I was gonna believe me, but
Dude, everybody was on
I know.
that. Holy
but
crap.
someone finally did clean it up, and it looks like it's all people we recognize as already.
No, I
there were
did
no
see
other.
Sheik in there.
Sheik was in there.
That's interesting.
Yep.
Because I don't think.
I thought she was standalone last game.
She was.
She was, but that could determine. So that could be a good reason why Zelda could be. But did we see what Zelda looked like in? Was Zelda in that lineup? Or was it just Sheik?
I don't think so. I think it was just Sheik. Yep.
So yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah. I don't know.
I know you were saying before about the release, them being burned by Zelda. I always think that maybe the first delay was because of development, but I think the next couple delays was because of the Switch. They didn't know when they were going to exactly launch that thing.
Yeah.
I think what you can look at with this game might have been earlier or done earlier than they thought, so that's why they were able to push back the online.
Oh yeah.
I can see this game being the reason to push the online stuff.
Yeah, this
Like, at
is
the
the
same time,
game.
like when Smash comes out, the online functionality will be set up and ready to go.
Yeah, that's why I think Smash is probably November. and then online. Like you get online out there in September. You launch it with Virtual Console, hopefully, or you start that incentivization, and then by November
I can
you've
see it
got.
being launched with Smash simultaneously.
It could be.
Yeah.
Smash in September. The Smash was September for 3DS,
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
and then November for Wii U. So it could certainly happen. All right, that the inevitable. I mean, I wanted Inklings, but
Well, you get them.
got-
They're
yeah.
not. They're not just me costumes.
yeah, oof, God, those horrifying fucking things.
Yeah.
Which I forgot about until people started posting pictures of those again. Ugh.
Yeah.
Who do we want?
Crash.
Yeah,
I wanted, well, one, I just want Crash, but two, I wanted to stick a big middle finger to Sony for not putting them into All
and
Stars.
All-Stars. All right, let's do it this way: one third party and one first party character. Who do you want? What do you want?
Ice climbers.
Yeah,
That's good.
Come back.
third party.
Oh, well, I did Battletoads last time, but Shovel Knight.
Yeah,
Going back to Shovel Knight.
I'm
Just
gonna-
makes sense.
look, I'm not gonna ask for much here. Shovel Knight, Bomberman, Simon Belmont.
Bomberman. See, I would pick Goemon, but Bomberman's more likely.
I think Bomberman has a good shot of making his way over.
Yeah.
I think Simon Belmont too, and I think Shovel Knight too. So let's just do them all. Thanks, guys. First party though, I don't know who else I want from
I
first
don't know
party.
who I want first party.
Ribbon Girl.
Yeah, somebody from ARMS. That has
I
to.
mean, yeah, you're gonna have someone.
Silex.
Isabel.
What the hell would she do?
Well, you could say that about Villager.
I was
And
gonna
look
say,
what
what the
happened.
hell
Look
did
what
it-
we got.
all right,
We got a tier 1.
Fair. Do we need any more Kongs?
No.
Funky.
Dixie.
Disco.
Dixie would be cool,
Or
actually.
is
Yeah.
Disco is a funky. It's
Funky.
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 Yeah.
Yeah, Dixie would be awesome. That's my favorite Kong.
Uh,
I'm trying to think of some obscure first party.
if Ben.
Box Boy.
Oh, we never addressed the fact that Ben had to take off, but I guess you know by now that he's not here. But if Ben were still here, he would be shouting Isaac from Golden Sun
Or Doom Guy.
or Doom Guy. Yeah.
Golden Sun would be good. That would be a good one. Chrono. Probably not, but
Pooh.
No.
No. Alright.
What the hell did he do in the game?
I don't know. Psychic shit.
Every time I hit Miri, he couldn't do anything.
Yeah, I don't know.
Ridley. No.
Don't start that argument now, man.
You know what I want? I want a Miiverse stage equivalent
Oh.
where you can submit art and just have it pop up in the background.
Oof, that'll be.
That needs to come back. That
Yeah. Well, the interesting thing is that's 3 times now that Nintendo's just shown a logo and melted everything.
Wait. Other than
No,
Metroid,
they
what was
gave
the other
a
one?
they gave a year. They gave a year.
Yeah.
That
No, what was the other logo? I know it was Metroid.
That's right.
Bayonetta 3.
Was it?
That was another one at
Mm.
at the Game Awards where it was like, what the fuck?
Oh,
Did
that's
not
right.
expect that at all.
Hmm.
I obviously am now more excited having played through the first, but that was still like,
Yeah,
whoa.
yeah.
No, I wouldn't. Yes, I guess it's exciting for Smash Bros. To be announced. The year.
Yeah, I know you're
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Because we would have been like, a fucking course it is. Thanks for telling us the obvious.
Just-
Yeah, no, you're right. 'Cause that's
if
what they did the
if
last
they didn't
time.
show that, if they didn't show that, I would have thought this is gonna be 2 years down the line or a year.
yeah, or
later.
that.
Just would have been bummed, but
Yeah.
no, that. Yeah,
Mm.
they can't mess this up.
They won't.
No, they won't.
They can't afford to. Like,
I
what
think
else
they were able to push the online back to pair it up with that.
I was gonna
Like,
say, what
I'm-
else is gonna come out end of this year? You know, that's gonna sell.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Mario Party.
No.
That's coming out. Don't you
I
worry.
mean, Mario
Yeah.
Party, but that's not going to be your system seller for online.
I mean, that's what you think.
There's gonna be like a Smash Edition Switch, Joy-Cons,
So-
Pro controller, GameCube controllers. The adapter will come back
You
because
can do
remember, because
GameCube
the whole
Joy-Con?
thing of hooking in that GameCube adapter got registered.
I know. I
So,
know. The rollout for this, I'm really excited for. Like, just the character reveal trailers, the stage
I
reveals.
hope
The,
they bring back Adventure Mode.
what do you mean by adventure mode?
Subspace and it's.
Oh, that one was cool, but or the Melee one where it's just like
Oh yeah.
either one.
Yeah, I want something like that. The last one was definitely lacking that. There was one thing in that board game mode that was kind of cool. The board game mode was not, but the fact that
it was okay.
in Wii U, but the fact that you could at the very end play against each other and you chose a succession of characters. You didn't choose, but remember you were like earning different characters. So by the end of it, you might end up with, in order, Samus, Mario, Link, Zelda, Bowser as your playable, whatever. That part, if you can start, you do a big.
Build a roster and go in. Instead of having a bunch of lives, you just have characters coming in.
Right. Instead of doing stock, you just do, all right, I'm going to play as, my team is Mario, Luigi, and Rosalina.
Yeah, that would be cool.
I think that'd be neat.
But also, like, select on multiple, too, so you could, like, go back and forth.
Yeah. And if...
Mario.
Here's my other prediction. If Nintendo wants to keep Smash Brothers relevant in 2018, you cannot do an 8-player Smash like they did in the Wii U version.
No, we don't need that.
What they need is 100 people drop into a stage.
Oh, my God.
That's how
I thought you were going to be...
No. You
Not
drop the
that-
8-player
opposite
Smash,
direction.
100-player Smash.
Yeah, I'm in.
That's how you do this shit.
I'm in. And then the hands.
Uh-huh.
They're in
Master-
your circle.
Yes.
There you go.
Yep.
Well done. We just built the mode.
Dear Nintendo,
How would you even...
I am Reggie.
Just want a battle royale mode? Is that what you're...
Yeah.
Yes. They fucked us on that Kirby game. Kirby Battle Royale. All right. Oh, it's nothing to do with it. Now, though, Super Smash Bros. That's the fuck. That's what it is. That's the title. Super Smash Brothers Battle Royale. You wait.
No.
What is the subtitle this time? What do you think? Call it now.
Oh, I can't.
Make that bold prediction, boy.
I don't even know.
Who's gonna be
Super
right?
Smash Brothers for Wii U for Switch.
You think they go back to a name of like not the four? It can't be Super Smash Brothers for Switch. That's
No. Because it says working title. I feel like if it was going to be for Switch, they just would have said for Switch.
I hope it's just called Super Smash Brothers. To be
Super
honest.
Smash Brothers Wakanda Forever.
That's Super Smash Brothers.
Show me the way. What's a good meme? Just slap a meme on there.
Yeah, that's a good way to date it.
You just add. I mean, you can just add the new funky mode to it.
There you go.
It's easier.
Super Smash Brothers.
Not a port.
The Covenant.
Just come out and say it. The what?
The Covenant. Super Smash Brothers.
No, you do Super Smash Brothers 4, but you do the 4 eyes.
Would
No, it would be 5.
Yeah.
Oh, well, fuck.
That's what they ought to do.
No, just fuck it. 4. Just do 4 with the 4 eyes.
Do the Mario Kart 7 thing and just start numbering this shit after 12 games. Just start, arbitrarily. God damn it.
It's like Super Smash Brothers Future Retronica. I don't know.
Yes.
Super Smash Brother Region Freebies Mother 3.
Now you're talking.
Bangbros.com.
Yes, now we're talking.
Perfect. I don't know. It's going to be a fun year. I didn't think it would be. I really, 2018, I was like, man, 2018 sucks so far. But now I'm like, all right, life's all right. I can do this.
Video game announcements have changed. We don't get shit 2 years out anymore.
That's true.
Except for the Division 2.
Yeah.
E3.
E3 is going to be a fucking show.
That's what's next, I feel like.
Now I'm looking for, I think every direct you're going to get a character reveal.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Everyone.
Especially that this is coming out this year. And now I think we will get more direct.
I'm going to predict that E3 will show 3 or 4 new characters.
Oh,
yeah,
E3's going to have a heap of them, but I'm saying the one.
Mostly veterans will probably show off, but I can see at least 3. Or at most 3.
Trailers.
Before E3 in May when they have their direct about the online,
Then
when they disappoint everyone in the first 30 minutes of it, they're going to end it on the Smash Brothers reveal.
I'll probably start with Smash.
Do you think we get a direct
Sandwich.
before E3?
Huh?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like another direct? Probably May.
May
Or
You
I don't see
gotta
April.
talk about online. When are you going to talk about it?
You don't think they do online? I mean, you and I talked about it, but do you think they do online at a direct or at E3?
Don't do it at E3.
I don't think so.
Don't do it at
If they
E3.
do it at E3, it'll probably be a Treehouse event.
But then usually those treehouse things are always dedicated.
Demos.
Because I had the same thought, but I think those are usually,
They're demos.
yeah, it's them playing through stuff.
I mean, yeah, but they could just show how it works with online stuff, whatever game they're playing.
Yeah.
I don't know.
2018's alright, man.
Or like you can show that during Treehouse, but you have to announce it beforehand. You're not going to go into details at Treehouse.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good shit though. Good direct.
That was really good direct.
Really good.
It
It was good without Smash, and then Smash was just like,
Yeah.
all right.
I was fine with it ending on Splatoon. I was content with
I was
that.
ready to drop the solid B.
Yeah.
And then it got an A.
It got an X rank.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Although I'm tired of seeing Octopath Travelers release that shit.
It's Year of the Octo, man.
Dude. You think they'll have Octolings in Smash?
Probably not.
All right.
Also, that's just me, but the Splatoon 2 expansion did nothing for me.
Really?
I don't know all the lore. I was like, what is that? You're like, it's an Octoling. I was like, what the fuck's an Octoling?
Yeah, you should read up on it. I mean, it's not much. You can kind of get an idea of what it is.
Here.
It's just they don't really explain too much on the Octolings.
You're going to Tumblr.com.
Tumblr.com.
Rule 30.
Type in the word Splatoon. Turn off this.
It's a T.
Safe search filter.
It's a T in Splatoon, not a P.
Oh shit. Well, that's gonna do it for episode 239 of the Free Cheese Podcast. Thanks for hanging out with us on this journey. I'm gonna say that the episode, the runtime is not too long, but I feel like we've been here for a really long time. Does it feel like that?
Yes.
It feels like the recording
It's 'cause of the
time
news.
took less than the. Oh, you're right, because we flip flopped everything.
Yeah.
Anyway, you can follow us on Twitter. The Free Cheese is at Some Free Cheese. The Birthday Boy is at Sev Benz. Mark is at Og_mental. Matt is at MattyIce131, and I am at The Free Cheese. Go to thefreecheese.com. Get ready for Smash. Look at Splatoon art on Tumblr. That's it.
Coming right to tree. Woo.
There it is. We will be back next week. That's it. Thanks, Mark. Thanks, Matt. Thanks, Ben. Thanks, listener. See you next week.